Hey guys, we are back, the Coastal Critiques panel. This is our second season at this point. Like, we're so excited to be here with Housewives of Salt Lake City. We will be recapping and reviewing season 4, episodes 1 through 4. So let us get on into it, shall we? Okay, we are here, y'all.
Hey. Hi, my beautiful sister.
Hello.
Well, you look so cute in pink. Now I see why you like pink so much. Because you look good in it. Okay?
Such a
Let it be. It is. You know, pink is my birthstone color. It's pink opal.
I know.
So, you know, I'm always going to be fond of it. And you look absolutely pretty in it. I'm sorry. I'm making my notes really, really big. So I have to put on my glasses. I'm going to put them on.
You know what? I'm not.
You know, like my old eyes.
Glue them to your temples because those glasses won't be on your face enough.
Exactly. No, I really need to go get some. Not no magnifiers. I really want to go get my eyes checked. And
I need to get my eyes checked.
Okay, so I can't. What?
I got the military in 2019, and I haven't had my eyes checked since. But I feel like I can see, but sometimes I do feel like I be squinting. So I feel like I should go, you know,
get that done, get that checked out. Yeah,
gotta figure it out and all that. But yeah, y'all.
Yes, we thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us. The Coastal Critiques is in the building. You know how we do. Like my sister Barb said, second season we are reviewing or recapping Salt Lake City, which is kind of cool for a bunch of different reasons. We're gonna get into that as well. But the cool thing is that to me, Barb, I don't know if you can agree with me, but Salt Lake City gave us the old feel Real Housewives thing. You know, like the fashion, the
opulence.
Look like you work hard, but you play way more harder.
Yeah, I really is it supposed to be like watching people, you know, live this fabulous, luxurious, you know, rich lifestyle. That's what the whole thing is about at the end of the day, or at least supposed to be.
Even when they argue, it's a point in the face. It's a kind of class to it, and it's not even class because fighting is not classy. Let's be clear. But the way I'm saying that is that they look like they have got the formula together. As far as, look, I'm a poke and I'm gonna get in your face, and I might even talk to you and not yell at you, but get in your face enough to let you know that I'm not playing with you. That kind of stuff. And I like that. I like that kind of, I can get in your face and I can talk to you just like how you get on your kid when at the grocery store and you get in their ear. You're like, I know you ain't about to act up in here because you know I act up just like with you. So which one of us gonna act up that? Like that kind of stuff. That's a feel I'm getting from that. Yeah.
And I also realized, like, I mean, we've said this a million times, I'm sure, but the production, I don't know. I just really can tell a difference in the production.
Okay. Is that what it
is? Of course, we all know each one has their different, you know, production crews, but I don't know, just the way that they produce it and edit this one versus this one over here and this one over here. I don't know. I just was really focused on how different it you know, was, the whole production of it all, especially coming off of Roja, Atlanta.
Yeah.
Like, different. The way they do all this is just different. I don't know how to explain it.
But that's not a good thing, because that's another reason why a lot of us.
It's a fact, bro.
It's a fact. That's why I really, you know, I just kind of really I have watched Salt Lake City all 4 seasons. Is it 4 seasons?
Yeah.
4. So all 4 seasons, and I've enjoyed every last one of them. And I didn't think I was like, I don't really particularly date or watch the ones with all predominantly Caucasian women on it. That's just my thing. It's not because of anything other than I can relate to my black girls, I relate to them, I understand them, I get them. I don't think that there's an all Latina cast of Housewives anywhere, and if it is, my bad if I watched y'all. But I'm saying to say I could relate to that as well because I got Latina in my blood, so I could relate to that a little bit as well. So for me, I don't relate as much and see myself as much in them, but it's fun to watch because let me tell you, like I said, I'm enjoying Salt Lake City, and I enjoyed what's the other one, Dubai. I enjoyed Dubai, but that's because it looked aesthetically still some brown skin in there. It just wasn't like all Caucasian doll. You see what I'm saying?
So, I used to watch Jersey, obviously, but
obviously,
kind of that one. And I'm watching New York right now. And
that's right,
but because I'm from the East Coast, so it gives me that feel for that. But
I did try to. I tried to watch New York. I watched New York probably like the first season or so, but it didn't keep my attention. That's why I was like, oh no, maybe I'm just because I'm not connecting with them. That's what I'm thinking it was. Y'all, if you see me looking down, I really want to move my camera up right here. On my golf camera and put my camera right here because I'm looking in a certain area and hey, and I'm looking down at me and Bar, but my camera is up here, so I feel like I'm disconnecting with my audience. And I don't want to do that. But hello, Miss Jack of all trades. Hello. I might go off camera just for a second. Move my camera and tell me if it looks better. But go ahead and welcome the peoples. Oh, I gotta switch that up. I did that for the other day. you know how my sisters do. We act crazy.
We are streaming on both of our channels, so please go ahead and hit the like button on each channel. Give us a follow on each channel. We have all of our socials and all that good stuff in the description boxes and all that. So make sure you follow us on all the platforms. And yeah.
And we're definitely streaming from both channels.
Yes, we are. Shout outs to the replay gang. Y'all never go unnoticed. Make sure you're dropping those comments down there so we can, comment back to you guys and we can keep the conversation going. But we're going to go ahead and
get into
kick off season 4, episode 1, Fresh Powder, Fresh Start.
Yes. It's funny that because we are behind, sorry you guys, we've been booked and busy. So we're gonna put everything all in one time. Let's do this real quick. Sorry. I'm sorry, y'all. But the thing is, it's been a lot going on. I always love their taglines and stuff. So we'll get into that another time because of course when they first start off, we don't get taglines. But what we did start off was with verses from the Bible. Did we not start off with verses from the Bible? I don't have all of them, but the one that stuck out, the one I did grab was he who breathes out lives will not escape. That's Proverbs 19:5, okay, verse 5, okay. Just so you know. And for me, I'm like, that's kind of eerie. You guys put that kind of stuff up on there, and then this comes up. I know they're Mormons and stuff, but it kind of freaks me out when they do stuff like that. So yeah, like you said, we on our first episode, Fresh Powder, Fresh Start. How fresh could it be? I really love the aesthetics of looking at Salt Lake City too. That's another thing I really like.
We need to let's do a cabin trip. Yes,
let's do that. That would be gorgeous. Because do you know the husband one day last year he drove through there with his truck, right? Do you know he was talking about, babe, we need to move to Salt Lake City? I said, no. He said we need to move to Utah, and I said, no.
I heard it's really nice looking, but I'm not.
I said, yeah, it's nice. I said, but we don't know anyone there, sir. We're not doing that. We can go, but we're not going to go live.
No.
So so we do Fresh Powder, Fresh Start. And with that, I'm just going to give y'all at least what that one was about. Lisa and Meredith talk out their issues. Meredith plans a Palm Spring trip. And she doesn't invite She invites everybody but one lady, and we'll find that out. And then Heather, oh, I'm sorry. Then we're introduced to Monica, which is gonna be dope. And Monica is gonna have no, yeah, Monica tells Heather some secrets, and Monica also, is new to the group, and she's scared to leave her kids. So that's what the first. No, honey, no, 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 no. So yes, that's what the first episode was about. I don't know what my thing just did something weird. So we start off with, which I'm really happy. Let's get this out the way. Mary Cosby is back. Anybody that watched last season, she was not there. Last season was all about Jen Shaw. Jen Shaw going to jail. Jen Shaw pleading what she was pleading, how she was going to plead, pleading the fifth, and all this other good stuff. So, last season it was all about Jen Shaw. She is not there. She is serving her time now. So now, fast forward, Mary Cosby comes back, she's a key in all in itself. Still got the same attitude, but just with different fashion, different outfit, same attitude.
Wigs seem to be a little better, though. I will say that.
Ooh, what? Her attitude?
No, Mary's wigs.
Oh, her wigs are amazing. I was gonna talk about that. Wigs look so much better, and they don't look plastic. She reminds me of Kim. Remember how White Kim came out with the brassy wigs? And then she ended up having really nice wigs and stuff that really looks like her. But yes, agreed. Mary's wigs look fantastic. So anyway, we start off with Heather has a new house. Heather bought a new house, which is nice, deserving. She opened up a new beauty bar, a new location. Great. Only thing is why she only moved through what she say 3 miles or 3 blocks away from the house.
I'm not even mad at that because I'm such a creature of habit that I would actually be okay with that because it doesn't change your commute time really.
Nothing. It doesn't. I moved across the street from my house before, from a 3-bedroom into a 2-bedroom. Right across the street. Like I definitely, you see what I'm saying? I've done that. Like, so it made it very inconvenient. Me too. And she's New York's bestseller. She's on the New York bestsellers list. So she definitely got it going on. So we let us see that with Heather. We also catch up with Lisa and her husband. We find out
it's Sundance. It's Sundance. Oh man, it's Sundance. Lisa's in Sundance mode.
Yes. What you looking for? My text? Yeah. Yes. Here. Here. Go. Okay.
She's still the same Lisa.
Yes. But here's the thing. So they're in the car, and we find out that her son is gonna go on a mission for 2 years instead of going to college. So with that being said, Lisa, I understand she's breaking down. She don't know what to do with herself because now she loves to eat her fast food and her sweet food with her kids. As she's a whole grown up, and that's kind of weird to me that she eats like that. I eat with my kids too, but sometimes I go buy a half a dozen of donuts or a dozen donuts. I'm not eating that. I'm not. I might have a bite. I might even pick my favorite one out of it. But if they come in there and ask me, do you want, Mommy, can I have this? Guess what's going to happen? I'm going to say, yeah, go ahead and take that.
My stomach can't do that.
Girl, she's a mess. So yeah, you like to eat good food though, sis. You like the good fine dine.
I do.
You like the good fine dining. Me, I like fine dining, but I like for my food to look edible. I don't want it to look like 3 pieces of. I don't need it for showmanship. I just want it to be.
There's good junk food too. That's another thing. You don't have to get the straight junk food. Like if you want the burger and the fries, like go get like a grass. I don't know. There's just better ways to do it other than rolling through McDonald's drive-through. Like, ma'am, no.
I think I don't know why is it. Oh no, I hear knocking this upstairs. Sorry, I was like somebody at my door because I'm downstairs by my front door. Sorry. So yeah, but here's the thing that I just figured out too. Yeah, somebody was at my door. What I just figured out is that Jack, she has this kind of a breakdown with her husband, and she's saying, he's saying, he wants to go on this mission, because he's different than us, and that hurt her feelings. I'm like, why? He's really probably walking the real Mormonship, not because you do know they're not supposed to be drinking. They're supposed to wear the undergarments. There's certain things that they're supposed to be doing, and she don't live up to that standard. She got her own tequila line.
I think I thought it was more so she felt like she failed as a parent because she was unaware that this is the route he was trying to take. That's more of what I got from it.
You feeling as a parent is him not wanting to do something that is towards the Lord or God or Jesus. If it ain't towards that or he didn't do college, then I would say, yeah, he don't like you. He wants to do anything that you taught him. He don't want to have nothing to do with it. That's not what happened.
If he turned 18 and moved away and blocked your number and never talked to you again, then yeah.
She knows that doggone well that not happen. That's why I love that her husband brought it back around and told her, well, you remember when you was his age, what you wanted to do, and yada yada yada. You see what I'm saying? So kudos to the dad trying to, get that together. Mm-hmm. Heather and Meredith, they hook up at Heather's house.
Yeah.
And that's when they shovel that snow. And Meredith was like, I did not come over here to shovel nobody's snow.
I did that for a long time in my life. I don't ever plan on doing that again. I don't blame Meredith.
I did that last year when I showed you how the snow snowed us in. And
yeah, never again.
Oh shit.
10 out of 10, don't recommend. Freaking hate snow.
Oh, okay, hold
on. Yeah, she dropped by her house and let her know about, all the good things happening in her life.
Yeah, but they also discuss Whitney and how they both don't have trust for her.
Mm-hmm. Which, I mean, I just got to ask you, since this is the part that is brought up, do you feel as though it was such a horrible thing for, it was so despicable for Whitney to have brought up the whole Meredith and Seth and the bath bathing together and thinking that it's, just like, do you think that was so bad?
No, I think it was blown out of proportion. I think Meredith has a problem that we will get to. She magnifies the things that she feels like she's been attacked on, and she minimizes other people's scenarios and things in the way they feel. And
we're gonna get into Meredith.
Yeah, no. So with that being said, I feel like she made it bigger than what it was. I don't feel like Whitney was coming for it. Even before Whitney even said that, Meredith just has a way of telling stories that make you feel like it might have not even been all that. She got a way of spinning it to make it sound worse than what it is. So I didn't think it was that bad. What say you?
Yeah, I didn't really think it was that bad. Never trying to invalidate Meredith's feelings. I mean, if her feelings are hurt by it, her feelings are hurt by it. But I just don't think, as much stuff as Whitney does and says, I wouldn't have laser focused on this thing. There's a lot more bigger fish to fry when it comes to Whitney. So
I'm gonna leave the studio and come right back because my thing is glitching. I'm gonna leave and come right back.
Okay. So directly following that is, again, yes, where we are made aware that Mary is back in town. Well, back on the show. I guess she's always obviously been in town, but she's back on the show as a friend of. We find out that her son may be potentially married. She doesn't know, though, even though he lives in the house with her. Y'all know Mary. Y'all know Mary. She has not changed. The wigs have, but she has not. And we also find out that Robert Sr. was in Vegas for 6 months. And Mary didn't fret at all. She had a good old time being in the comfort of her home by herself.
Well, Barb, when we go out on our little excursion, when we were without our husbands for, I was without mine because I went the day before you. Me and you both need a slap on our hand because what did we do? I left on Thursday.
Actually, I had seen him. This is when he was in Orlando or he was in Florida. So I
You
haven't
had
seen him 2 weeks or something. Yeah.
Okay, so even still, so this just go back just on this little part. Me and her went out. We were gone to New Orleans. I went for 4 days, with Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I left Monday. You went Friday, and we both of us did not talk to our husbands till that Sunday. And I told her, I said, I'm going to the bathroom. I'm gonna call my husband real quick. She said, I haven't talked to him either. I guess I'm about to call my husband right now too. And we just kind of chuckled about it because we was having fun.
Somebody for a long time, like not that you take them for granted or anything like that. And obviously, we're not comparing our situations to Mary's because there's different circumstances there. But for me, though, like it used to really make me sad. I think, like in the beginning when we first got together, or whatever, when I was still in the military, and you know he would be going which ways or whatever. But I'm very productive when he leaves. I like my alone time. Just learn how to not be so dependent on each other, and
exactly. That's the word. I love that word.
So I don't think it's weird.
I love that. Yeah, it's not. I just feel like she took it to that level. She didn't need to. But yes, and then what you did you say about the son?
Yes, I did.
Okay, so for me, do you think he's married? I do.
Probably.
You think he did? His mom? I do. He bought his mom. I mean, bought his girlfriend a Birkin bag without his mom knowing.
He probably did.
With her credit card, no less.
Yeah.
And he was still in high school. Yeah, so he don't. And the way he know his mom a little kooky. No disrespect, Mary. You kooky in a good way.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. You can pick up wherever I'm leaving off.
So after that, Monica, Angie K, and Lisa, they all grab a bite wherever they are. And this is kind of when we're first introduced to Monica for real. And we find out she was Jen's former assistant /
by default.
Yes, / she was a witness in her trial.
Absolutely.
A key witness, expert witness. There's a some other words.
Oh, you know why though?
Oh, yeah. And Monica, she kind of, we end this whole scene with her having difficulty ignoring the things that Jen told her about the other women. So I kind of see how that's going to play out in the future. But they kind of all just are sitting there talking, trying to get to know each other. We found out that Monica and Angie, they connected over like the dissolution of their individual relationships with Jen. So they're bonding over that pretty much. And
they bonded over that. But the only thing is this, I don't want you to skip over this part, which is Lisa came in because how it went was Angie sitting there, Monica comes in, they have, they're the ones going to have lunch. Yeah. Lisa comes in and Lisa's like, hey, nice to meet you. And Monica's like, well, I've met you. We've met before. We've talked. Oh yeah, we passing and stuff like that. And we find out that Monica is like, girl, you used to call Jen. Jen didn't want to talk to you, and Jen would put the phone down or hand me the phone, and me and you used to talk a lot. Like,
no, I took that as she didn't know that she handed Monica the phone. I thought that I took that as Lisa still thought that she was talking to Jen, and Jen was like,
no. She was being funny and saying she can put the phone down and pick up the phone. No. They had conversations. When you look at Monica's confessional, she said, yeah, we've had conversations. Now they might have not been in each other's face. They've seen each other before. They've met each other before. So knowing that's Monica, just like she said, oh, you just look different. Remember? She said she had the blonde hair. Hey, Auntie Bernice. She had the blonde hair. So she knew who it was. What she said, she didn't know who she was in the beginning because she looks totally different. I couldn't even pick her out in the lineup. I said, yeah, always go a little overboard. She did look, but she's pretty. She's half Portuguese, half Colombian. She's very pretty. And so I get that part, but it was kind of weird to me that that's that thing that while you got checked later on, you're gonna get checked for like putting your nose down there thinking you better than somebody. Like just how you said, I couldn't pick her out or you look different. She don't, other than her hair is blonde, she looks the same to me. But guess what? You not want to put take your makeup off. You must don't never look this, never mind.
Ooh, I feel like we're gonna have a difference.
Oh, we want a nice tell about that.
We're gonna have a difference in opinion. I feel it coming.
Oh, I love it, and that's even it's gonna make it even better. I love it because there's certain things that I like, and there's certain things I don't like, and I will not tolerate. So go ahead.
Monica has 4 kids. She has 4 girls, 17, 12, 5. She is currently going through a divorce. She was married, divorced, divorcing again. And that is
the same person though, right?
Yeah.
Married, divorced, married, same person. Okay. Married, divorced, remarried.
Yeah, remarried.
Yeah, remarried, yeah.
And she also informs us, she doesn't go into too much detail at this point, but she lets us know that she began an entanglement 4 years into her marriage. Her words, not mine. Those her exact words. She said it.
Words.
So we already know that has a negative connotation. So I was like, okay, I need to know more. But honestly, that was it for the most part, I think, with that scene.
Yeah, that was it for that scene. We get to Heather's mimosa get together.
Fresh start party.
Yes, we're doing a fresh start with all the ladies. She had a couple of invites that she knew were coming. She had a couple of surprises that she did not know were coming. One being Mary Cosby. Nobody talked to Mary. Ain't nobody talked to her but Meredith. So that was a surprise to her. And then also, to her surprise, Angie was brought along by Lisa.
Yeah, Lisa brings Angie and Monica. Whitney brought 2 friends I've never seen. It was a black girl and some other cowboy rock star looking lady. And then Whitney brought two people, and then they all bought people, which I feel like was kind of rude.
I don't know. I don't think that was a problem. I don't think that was, because if it was, and you just saying it's an invite only. Don't bring any of your friends. There's no surprises here. I don't think that was not in Heather. You know, Heather is the most outgoing of everyone to me. Like she gets along. She knows how to get along. She put her whole life on hold for Jen, so she knows how to get along for the sake of it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't feel like Heather is one to be a stickler for you bring a +1. And Heather also can work out the problem. If she has a problem with you, she really don't have a problem telling you.
But then in like the next, we're gonna get to that, but in the next episode, she kind of showed a different. She wasn't super bothered by it. I don't think Heather was.
Passive aggressive. She getting passive aggressive.
Yeah, you guys all bought people.
Yeah, because, but that's not because they invited people. It's who they invited. Yes,
yeah,
different.
It's not. She probably those people, but
right. But that's
feelings.
She hasn't got off her chest, which I was about to tell you, which is the fact that the reason why she's not feeling Angie is because 8 months ago, Angie was telling the lie or spewing the rumor about Heather and Jen scissoring and how she got this black eye on her. And so with that being said, if you are my friend or we've known each other since the 10th grade, as they do, why would you go to tell them that and not come to me? Unless you being messy or you don't give a F about me. So for me, I'm like looking at Angie sideways, like that's something you could have went back and told Heather. Heather, did you hear that I've heard that it came back to me that this, because I hate when my thoughts start moving around like this, but Angie's the same person that held Jen's feet to the fire, right? Wasn't she the one making sure, spewing it on top of her head, didn't care and was on her. And that's kind of why I was like, dang, Angie ain't playing with her. You got your champagne poured on your head, but you was on her head. You wasn't letting Jen bully you. And I like that about Angie. So getting back
for that. Do
yeah,
you see
yeah.
this comment that Miss Bernie
Oh,
said? Y'all
yeah,
know Lisa is fake as heck, and if you are not in her tax bracket, you don't exist.
thank you, Auntie Bernice. This is what I'm talking about. And I'm trying to find the right word. Look down upon and all that stuff. Because people, they can't even help it. They don't even know when they're doing it. That's why she oblivious. Hey, sissy.
Hey,
Thank you.
princess.
Be safe on your way home, honey.
Yes,
So you
yes.
get home safely. Whitney and Tucker Carlson, Heather are. I love it.
Clutches pearls.
Oh gosh, seriously. So yeah, what were we talking? We're still talking about that, just that about them three sitting down. We are now back at them with the mimosas. People coming in. It's not that big a deal. Heather makes a toast to new beginnings. Everybody's trying to, she wants to start off. She actually brought Whitney over and says, "Whitney, come here. We're starting off fresh. Let's do this fresh thing." And everybody is trying to start off fresh. And I thought it was nice of Meredith to go walk Lisa over there and say, "Oh, we're gonna do another day, and we'll to start off our little thing." And then that's when we get to Whitney and Meredith and Heather over there by the bar. And it just went all awry because here comes dramatic Meredith. She be going for the Oscar.
It was Lisa reading the text messages from Mary for me. She said, "You were
oh my god,
kill someone with your nasty tequila. You are the worst person ever." When I tell y'all, I was screaming.
I couldn't. I now. With that being said, sis, how do you handle Mary if you are Lisa?
I just take her with a grain of salt. Like, if that's knowing your behavior, people that I deem as a little like off their rocker a little bit, I don't even get worked up about it. Like, I probably would do the same thing. Like, do you see this, y'all? Like, I would have laughed it off too.
Okay. So Lisa did do that. That's kudos points for her. For me, I'm the same way. I feel like she just needs to wave at Mary at this point. Like, don't talk to Mary. Let Mary come to you. Like, so you don't be disrespectful to her or have an issue with her when you get in the car or anything.
I think that's what she said because Lisa said first, and then she was like, "Oh, I love this jacket that you had," which I did really like Lisa's jacket. I was like, "Why are they all dressed like this?" Then I thought about it. I'm like, "Oh, duh! If you live in a super cold place like that, you have to have layers, but then you want to make them look cute." Like back then in Jersey, like I wasn't trying to wear cute layers. I just had a North Face.
You trying to say warm.
If I was them, yeah, I would have the nice,
furs and faux furs and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. I agree with you on that. That was funny.
Wait, one more thing about Mary. I was also kind of clapping a little bit, or kind of craning my neck a little bit when I don't want to say called out Heather, but she held her accountable for how she used to beat up Jen's butt and all this type of stuff.
That was my next one. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No. I was gonna say the same thing. It was cool to see Mary, sit down and have a conversation with Heather about not having your head up somebody's behind to fit in. And I really feel like Heather was just always scared of Jen. She was really intimidated by this lady. I don't think she knew what kind of power she possessed, which she was really none other than fraud power. No disrespect to you, Jen, because I don't like to kick nobody while they're down. But girl, you was a bully to all those girls, and you was doing what Lisa literally can do, and we don't like it out of her, so we damn sure ain't gonna have it out of you, which is look down upon you because I have all this money and you guys can't touch me. Girl, that wasn't even your money. That wasn't even your money. You acting like that, Jen. And so, Lisa, that's your money. You shouldn't act like that. And that's why Monica wants to pull you down a couple of pegs. And Monica, you got to be careful because you're down here at the basement. She up there in the attic. You guys got to find y'all common ground. go up a level, you come down a level, and meet in the common area. That's all.
Shout outs to our good sis in the chat. I'm glad you are popping out because you need to be focused on driving home. Talk to you later. Love you, K. Bye.
Love you, K. Bye. Dang, just put us on speakerphone.
No, the points were made. And again, even though, yes, I do say Mary sometimes is a few chocolate chip, short chocolate, just the saying, cookie, chocolate chip, whatever. When she says certain things, like right now, when she told Heather how she was, she has her sprinkles of, when she's talking real facts and saying what we're all thinking as the audience, which is why we wanted her back, obviously.
Absolutely.
So yeah, that doesn't negate that at all.
That's the only thing about Mary is that there's no gray area. She's either extremely smart and being a smart ass, or she's dull and tries to stab you with this dull knife, which, like, girl, stop.
Yeah, it's one extreme or the other with her. I don't know.
I can't. And it makes us crazy because we can see the gray area, and it's like, lady, can you please join us in the gray area?
No, I know after watching these episodes, I know exactly what position I want to put Mary in, but I'll save that for later when we get to
So I'm glad you did bring those two things up because we are getting close to finishing this episode and getting back to Meredith and Whitney and freaking Heather at the bar. And Heather I like the way she went on and skedaddled up out of there. She went ahead and did two-step, like, let them do this because I ain't in this. And all it was, like you said, the bathtub comment. It's not that serious. Whitney don't understand. She's always been the youngest of the group, and not to put that on the youngest person of the group, because my youngest of the group, when it comes to Nola, myself, and Barb, I feel like Barb got it together more than me and Nola did. So I know Nola's in her car laughing at that. Because seriously, I know that there's so much that I can learn from my little sister, and I have thus far. So
Whitney,
when people do that, and I feel like Whitney she's growing out of being the youngest and always poking the fun and trying to go into being more mature, but still sometimes her stuff falls short. And Whitney is just Whitney. Whitney's fun. And I feel like those girls kind of take the funness out of her.
She takes her.
You will, because she's too young and fun for the group. And
it's not even the young and fun thing. It's she does things. She's conniving in her own Whitney ways, and then she does the little girl, yes, little girl, because she does things on purpose. And again, not saying that the whole bathtub thing was that big of a deal, because Meredith, it really wasn't. But last season was the last season. I didn't want to see Whitney and her husband
with the paint job.
I was like, if you don't, what, like, so come on now, like, y'all, we're just gonna table this right here because shame on both of y'all. Like, that's how I felt.
Right. Damn. I'm sorry, Barb. I gotta do something real quick. Go ahead, talk.
Yeah, Meredith,
Lisa. I can't even get off my screen.
Huh?
Nothing. Go ahead. I can't get off my screen.
Oh gosh. Meredith asked. Okay, if they can talk soon, like we said, so they about to talk or whatever on the next episode and kind of just move forward with everything. We saw their whole friendship dissolve pretty effing bad in the past seasons. So we'll see where it goes, right, y'all? No one has read the book, and that's not really surprising, but I don't know. I felt bad for Heather in that moment at the same time. And there was also this whole ketamine little talk at one point too. And that's kind of what kicked off the whole bathtub conversation, the little Special K little joke or whatever. I don't know. I feel like at the end of the day, I mean, hit dogs, you're gonna holler, so that's
for sure.
You wouldn't be mad about it if it wasn't you or something, but whatever. And again, y'all, do y'all feel as though the whole bathtub comment was so despicable as Meredith made it seem in the comments in the chat? Let us know what you guys think. But and Meredith also needs to address why she's moved 4 times since the beginning of this freaking.
She's moved every season.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying one way or another. I will be judgmental until I hear what the reason is. I'm just curious since we're talking about it.
Yeah, that's a lot. And Whitney's joke was funny when she said, "Yeah, I just assume that she keeps plastic all over her furniture since she's moved so much." I said, "Oh my God, Whitney, stop it! Put your hand up, girl."
A lot with Meredith, although overall she seems to be a she's a strong housewife on the show. She seems very rational and she makes a lot of good points. She's pretty serious when it comes to about to mess with me, my family, or anything. But she has these points where it's like, Meredith, like you make a lot of sense 99% of the time, but when that 1% pops out, it pops out when it comes to her. And this bathtub thing was an example of that, and we got a couple more.
Meredith comes unhinged, and that's
I low-key like seeing her get all.
I do. Like Candy activated. I know. I get you.
I do. I love seeing her activated. I do.
Yeah, because she uses her eyes, and Candy uses her teeth, and she talks through her teeth.
Exactly how I feel. This is exactly how I feel. Whitney is an instigator, aka Sean Hannity is an instigator, and she plays dumb and victim. She knows exactly what she's doing. My words, literally, thank you, Miss Bernice, because that's exactly what I've been thinking, and I couldn't articulate it. You are moving every season means you don't own. You are renting. It's not hard to figure out. They are dumb. Yeah, that's what it means. But I want to know what the reason is, since I'm apparently you can afford to live in, what did she say, park wherever she lives. So
don't let us find out y'all been squatting.
Why are you moving?
That don't make sense. That doesn't make a lick of sense. And they don't have little kids, and they don't need a big old house. They don't need a house like that. They got grown kids.
I hate
furniture for. You need all that house for what?
But whatever.
So now we go. So the girls go and do the snowball fight to get their aggression out.
That was funny. Angie. Yeah.
Monica did a whole wrestling move on Angie. I said, you got a lot of frustration, don't you, the young lady? You got some things you want to get off your chest.
Which I don't know. I don't know. I
didn't like that. That goes just as far as when Jen had poured the drink. You don't do that. Like, what are you doing?
I mean,
it was a joke. It was a joke. Really?
Anybody there, I wouldn't have did that too. I can, see sometimes, we're in the pool or we're over here, we're having fun or whatever. Like, you got to read the room with that. I would have been like, girl, now she gets up and slaps you, then it is going to be what it is. But I mean, overall, the 1,500 snowballs, like, it did look fun though.
It did.
Mary did sit this one out, y'all. This is one of many things that she sits out. Are we surprised? Probably not, though.
Hey, cousin. So they had a little, they do their snowball fight. That was do the snowball fight. They got some aggression out. That's how they end that scene. We go to episode 2, y'all. We go to episode 2, and that is the Vacation Crashers, right?
Yeah.
So with that, that is all right. So we head out. Basically, Meredith and Lisa had their talk on their hikes / walk to the lake. They basically hashed things out, basically both brought up what they specifically said and did that might have hurt the other person. And they hug it out, which I'm glad to see because I actually liked when they were friends better than them not being friends. And even if it's frenemies, I can go with that. I can go with frenemies. I just don't like when they're not talking. It's not as fun.
I was going to ask that. And I also was going to ask, do we miss them being friends? Mm-hmm. Do you believe Lisa is really remorseful of her hot mic moment?
You can't be remorseful. Well, there's a couple of things. You remorseful that you got caught. But this, like that's what I would say. I'm sorry that you heard me say those things about you. Because it's not that you were sorry that you said those things. You meant those things. You said it. And you were frustrated and you were mad and you were angry, and we get it. And you don't have to be sorry that you said that. You can be sorry that she heard it, because I wouldn't say it to you that way, but as if the way I feel, probably. You just gotta stand in your shit sometimes, and if the shit stinks, it's just what it is. Just what it is. And that's what I think. I think it's not that you say, when you say, I'm sorry for what I said, I really didn't mean it. You did. So don't say you're sorry for what you said. Just say you're sorry for that you heard. I'm sorry you had to hear what I said. I've never said that to you, but I'm just sorry that you heard it. Not I'm sorry for what I said, because I'm in every damn word of it, girl. You that's all in New York, girl. You whore. the way they talk and stuff is funny to me. I'm sorry. But yeah, so they hug it out. We're done with them. So hopefully things move on. You guys can let us know in the chat or playback game in the comments. Do you guys like Meredith friends or frenemies, or not talking at all? We would love to know. So now we go to Heather and Whitney at the hot tub. These two, I don't know who is they are literally Dumb and Dumber way together. And I mean that in a fun way. I don't mean in no shady, stupid way.
Taste the water.
Water tasting. I'm like, girl, who's selling this water? When they drain this water? What happened? And she got the medicine that tastes like butter popcorn.
I just thought about that.
I can't with them. I really can't. Them two make me laugh. But Heather lets Whitney know how she feels about Angie and the fact that she has trust issues with Angie because they've known each other since the 10th grade. And Heather really does not appreciate the fact that Angie had to tell her she had this naturally curly hair when she had the whole 80s perm in her hair. Trust issues. I can't trust nobody that tells me that they hair is naturally curly when they're wearing a curly perm. I can't trust them, period. So Heather lets her know. I can't trust her. You can't trust people that tell you that kind of stuff. So, it's funny because Heather really has a disdain for Angie, and Whitney really likes Angie, and she's really kind of fighting for her in this moment, which I'm going to let you talk about. But it's just funny to see the dynamic of the two, because I just feel like Whitney's like, is that what you're mad at her for? Like, you can't be not trusting her because of that. Like, that's not it. But it's not that. It's like we said earlier, it's a scissoring comment that she said about her and Judah. I've come for crazy. Mary Cosby, also known as the names you come up with, Renton. I cannot with you. I can't. I can't keep up with. I have to really think back and have to think like, oh yeah, that's the one she called him. So yeah, so that's when we find out that Meredith, Heather is telling Whitney that Meredith is having that girls trip, and she don't think that Angie is invited, so she's not really worried about nothing. And then Whitney was like, well, I wonder why Meredith wouldn't invite Angie.
To Miss Bernice's point, this is the type of stuff that I'm talking about, because at this point, Whitney explicitly knows that the whole thing between her and Heather. I'm not saying that means you can't like, I'm not trying to dictate friendships and all that stuff. Obviously,
Well, but I like them as frenemies. I don't want them
went,
not talking. I don't want them not talking. Not
she went
talking
out.
over this nothing.
She didn't have to. Never. I'm jumping ahead, but this is noted. This is the type of
Okay.
stuff she knows that she doesn't see it for Angie right now, and neither does Meredith. Whitney knows this. Just saying.
I got you. I agree with that. This statement completely. All I'm saying is, on my point, I just rather than be frenemies, where they're nice, nasty to each other. They kind of kiki, but they turn around and be like, "Girl, I don't trust her." I like that better than Meredith icing her all the way out, not talking to her because she is the ice queen. We don't want that. I don't like when she ices her all the way out because it's don't make for good TV. We don't want to see that. We want y'all talking. We don't want y'all not talking. So, anywho,
sounds familiar.
I love that because I agree with that. There is gonna be some scenes where all that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, anything else on Heather situation and just the fact that them two are trying to, I guess, figure out why Angie should or should not be at the party or to get together. I do have something
I just think that, Heather definitely is valid when she says that, Angie tried to dive headfirst into the whole friendship with her and Jen, but that could also be said about you too. You were laying it on super thick until you were saved by her going to, prison. And I don't really think that Heather should be trying to insert her own opinions into the whole is it Jack, Lisa's son, going on the whole mission and stuff like that? Like, yeah, is Lisa the poster child for Mormonism for the Mormon religion? No, she's not, according to the things that we said before. She don't wear her garments. She be drinking. She has this whole tequila business, and she be doing whatever she be doing. Like, yes, that makes sense, but I still don't think that Heather should even like. Why? I wouldn't even have anything to say. I would just let them do what they're gonna do. That's their family stuff, and I would let them keep it between their family because it's always gonna come back and look like she's only having something to say because she has this book out, it's a bestseller, and now she knows everything, and she could just, it's going to come off that way, so she just needs to be very mindful of that. But I think that was it.
I agree with you on that. She should not. She can have an opinion about Jack, Lisa's son Jack, but don't bring it to them. Don't bring it to them. You can talk to Whitney about it. If they bring it to you, different. But don't go putting your opinion on people. Don't do that because some people don't want to hear it. They are going through it themselves and might not have a solution for their own stuff. And I just don't think that is a good idea. So that is one of the smartest things in the confessional that Whitney has said. Is, girl, don't do it. Stay off of it. That is not your place. Don't do it. So we go to Monica's house and we find out that she has her own business. It's called Brea Baby, where she does swaddles and baby sheets and receiving blankets and all that good stuff, which is I think is a dope, something dope for her to do. Keeps her connected to the babies she already had, the kids that she had, and she had pretty young kids still. So I think that's pretty dope. And the fact that she really likes her job, that she really into it, loves what she does, and has pride in it. I love that about her. And I knew that she wasn't Caucasian. She what does Bonnie say? She's Caucasian adjacent, and I like that about her because her feistiness of her Portuguese side and her Colombian side is like, girl, you are something feisty, and it's something to shake up the narrative. Unlike Mary, she shake it up, but it's in a whole different kind of perspective. It's like, I'm not paying these girls no, I'm paying them dust, and I don't like that. It doesn't. That's not good TV for us. It's Mary, not good TV.
I liked Monica at first.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Me too. Me too. We will get to that point because that's why we are right here. That's why we right here. So yes, we see her getting her business together, getting her what are the her packages together, and she's talking to her mom, and she has a slight breakdown because she's invited to the girls trip, and she doesn't have as much money as the girls do, or even as maybe her business is a little younger than everyone else's. So, she's still in her humble beginnings. We are do know that she's a divorce, so she doesn't have a husband. Thank goodness she does have her mom there. And so she was discussing with her mom that she wanted to go do something nice for herself, which she did. She went and bought her a Louis Vuitton bag because she didn't want to feel inadequate, with the girls, because we all know they about to come dressed to impress, even if it's ugly. It's name brand for them. And see, I'm not a name brand person like that. I can know the name brands, but do I need the name brand? I don't. Unless it fits me better. Usually that's kind of the only thing about the brand is that it's quality uh, brand, so it does that kind of thing. But as far as like have to have a label or have to be in labels, that's not my thing. But I understand where she's coming from because you just want to feel like you are with the. You want to feel like you know I know how she feels. I just put it that way because I have friends that I hang out with, and they do have bags and they have nice shoes and stuff like that. And I might not have a name brand bag, but I might have more money in my bag than the purse is. So that's just the difference. I'd rather have the money in my wallet than be walking around with this bag that costs this amount of money and don't have no money in my purse.
Yeah, I needed her to pick her chin up at this moment. And because if it's me, at the end of the day, like I would have came in there, my bag from Nordstrom Rack. I would have came in there, my Macy's, whatever. Like I would have, been there and
Yeah,
whatever I have on, ready to strap my stuff in front of them, and you can't tell me anything. Like that's what I needed from her with this. I'm not saying that you're on a freaking nationwide freaking show, so of course you're gonna feel as though okay, well, I know everybody's looking at me. They're you. We look at these women, we're like, oh, nice shoes, nice this, nice that. Like we see the name brands, of course, so we know that that's kind of something, an element that goes with this whole thing. So I can understand her kind of being like, okay, but like just don't. I don't. We don't. I don't even want to see that. Don't show them that. Like just act like you're supposed to be there. And in a couple of seasons, if that's really what you want, you'll get those things.
oh yeah. So you think she playing on the sympathy card?
Not necessarily the sympathy. No, not necessarily the sympathy
I'm talking
card.
about to the audience, not to her mom. I'm talking about to the audience.
No, I wouldn't call it sympathy as much as I would call it like you just need to boss up on them in the ways that you can, and that means if you can only afford the freaking the Coach bag right now, and which Coach has some very nice bags. I carry a couple myself. There's nothing wrong with that. Like if you can only afford what you can afford at this time, and you want to get up to Birkin level or whatever because that's what you want, then do that. But don't try to want for these things or think that that's what you're supposed to have just because they have that or anything like that. Like no, like you're just you made your way on the show, right? So obviously you're supposed to be here, and if they have something to say about it because they got all these super luxurious designers, then that's their business. But I
That's
wouldn't
true.
see me sweat at first 2 seconds, feeling no type of way. I would have been
But
like,
that's so that's putting her own pressure on herself. I don't think nothing
yeah,
wrong with that. She's putting her own pressure on herself. But what Miss Auntie Bernice is saying is, I feel the same way right there on that last comment. But also, I did appreciate her mom and even her daughter letting her know, like, you are the bomb. And even her mom had to tell her, girl, you are way further than we've been as a family. You are working hard, and it's not being um we're not missing that. You work hard, and if buying a Louis Vuitton bag is what's going to make you feel better, that's great. But don't down yourself. You are doing the best you can, and that's how I feel. I feel
make
like
sure
she's
you're
down
doing it because
herself.
you want to be doing it.
Say it again.
Yes, and make sure you're doing it because you want to be doing it. Don't just buy the stuff or think that you're supposed to be doing the same things they're doing. Whatever.
Don't keep up with the Joneses. I see what you're saying. Don't keep up with the Joneses.
No, like as long as you're happy, like, and you like what you like, even when you really do start growing and growing and growing. If you still are not that person, then that's fine.
What it is. Mm-hmm. So yeah, so we go to the dinner with Angie and her husband and Whitney and her husband. And
wait.
What you got?
Because there was like this little snippet before all that with Meredith and Seth. They're in a good place now. We know they were not, in the best state, but they're better now. So much so that they started a podcast. I haven't tuned in. I don't really plan on it, but good for them. You
think that her husband seems drunk to you?
He kind of makes me laugh a little bit. I can't even lie. Like I kind of.
Maybe he is in a great spot, but even with the tequila, pouring her tequila, he poured her champagne or her drink or wine in a tequila shot. But even when he came in there, she was like, "Oh, drinking already." And then the last time we seen him on the seat before that, he was in that same kind of, I don't know. I was just like, if I see you feeling real happy, you happy time, and it's shot o'clock at this time again, I don't think something wrong with you.
I have a shirt that's shot o'clock, and I don't even be taking shots. So anyway, and then also Angie K, we got a little glimpse of her at home with her. She has a 12-year-old daughter and a husband who is a cosmetologist, which
I love that.
When I went to cosmetology school, there were 2 guys in my class.
Oh yeah.
One of them went to prom.
Yeah,
it's definitely like a thing. But I kind of already see that that's going to be something for people to look at and kind of, assess. And I say that because being in this industry as long as I have, I see that, a lot of times people are going to automatically assume that because you are a dude and you're doing hair or whatever, that you are gay. And that's not always the case whatsoever. Just because this is your freaking occupation doesn't have anything to do with your sexuality. But, people are that's just a social stigma. So, I dropped you down. Did you drop down?
I dropped myself down because I was spinning so much. I was like, maybe.
I was just saying how, socially, a lot of people like to think that just because you are a guy or whatever, that automatically means that you're gay if you do hair or makeup or this or that. And that's not even the case, like, most of the time. So people need to leave their judgments alone with that. But again, I see that something may be coming down the pipeline as far as him later. So I don't know. But we saw a glimpse into their home life. They met at 19. She saw him doing hair and she was like, oh my goodness, this strapping man doing hair. Oh my gosh, I must know more. Fast forward 30 years later, they have been rocking and rolling, and they got a cosmetology school. They got, which I would love to do that.
I love that.
Me too. And they have, again, a 12-year-old daughter who still sleeps with him. And they own 10 salons as well. So I think that's cool.
And I think about it, I'm like, either there's a couple of things that's going to happen if my 12-year-old was sleeping with me. One is, we're about to get real creative with the sex all over the house, or we are going to make our 12-year-old very uncomfortable with all the sexual innuendos that we're going to do through the house to make her feel uncomfortable. Because there's no way you're going to sleep with my 12. You're just not going to go
back to that, because we actually get a little glimpse of so that happened, y'all. That was pretty much it.
For the dinner.
So going back to what you were saying, to the double date dinner.
Yes. So we were at the double date dinner, And that's when we also find out. I'm glad you just put all that, because remember I told you I condensed my notes. So that's where we find out that Whitney decides to say to Angie about the girls trip, and Angie is mortified. Oh, why wasn't I invited to the girls trip? And she was like, "You're not, Whitney, you're not invited, bitch. You already know she wasn't invited. Freaking Heather told you, and this the immature that you be doing that makes me mad. And see, this is what you are the one that hit somebody and hide your hand. We don't like that. We too grown for that. And every time you do that, you get mad when somebody else do shit, but you keep doing that same thing. And I'm gonna need you to stop doing that. I'm not liking that."
Out of my room, that part.
Oh, that's what I already know, honey bun. I already know. I'm gonna put my collection of peas out.
Honestly,
A whole. Oh, I'm gonna have stuff. I'm gonna make you very uncomfortable as a 12-year-old. I might have a sex education class for you. Have get a whole sex education class for you, Mom. What? I don't want. You don't. Well, guess what? You either watch this, so you can understand where we're coming from, and we're not doing that. We're not doing that. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was just gonna say I personally did sleep with my mom for a long time when I was younger. But
long time is what? 6, 7, 12?
But in my mom,
did your mom have a husband?
That's what I was gonna say. She didn't have. It was me.
Yeah, that's different. No. You sleep with your mom when she's single?
When she had her company or whatever, I was single in there. So
no, you sleep with your mom when she's single. That's a whole ass yes.
And when she wasn't, I wasn't sleeping. So
yeah, but I have, me and my husband have 3 children together. We have 8 all together, but we have 3 together. Me and his DNA. My youngest is 13. There are times that my son wants to get in the bed with us, and he does. Is it an everyday occurrence? Of course not. But there's a time where we're watching a movie and we all fall asleep. Yeah, and is there a time that I'm about to get up in the middle? It's 2, 3 in the morning, and they both is in my way. If I don't get my son up, I'm going to go sleep on the couch. I ain't supposed to sleep with you, and you. It's too much.
That bed.
And we got a big.
So do we, but no.
Oh, it's too much. And I got hot flashes going. I don't got time. So yeah, like I said, she finds out about the lady strip. She's mortified. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm not going. I can't believe. I don't know what I did. I don't know with those lips and that long. She's so long face. Ooh, Angie, can I get on this for 1 second? Angie is kind of weird looking to me. She got a long face. She's wearing her hair really long and straight. She has a big, thick eyelid that reminds me of an Asian eyelid. But Asian eyelids have that fat top, and then there's, tight. She reminds me of that, the fat part of the top part of it. I can't decide if she's cute or not that attractive. I think it's just depending on how she wears her hair. That's one thing I'm talking about Angie. When she first came on the show last year, I thought she was cute. This year, I don't know. I'm like, is her lips more pillowy? Did she inject her lips?
Because when they showed that flashback when they was 19 or even 10 years ago, she looked different. She said they was the other 19, fast forward 30 years later. So what, that makes her like 49, right? Like, no, she needs to not do that anymore. Like,
and the fact that she tried to say, come for Monica talking about, we can be old enough to be your mother. What? Girl, y'all not even 50. That lady is 38. You could not be her mother. I could be Barb's mom because I got a kid her age and a kid her age and a kid older than her. That is more like it.
I was confused by that, but
Lisa said I wish she would have said but she said no, we couldn't be her mother. I said, you damn right, Lisa. You better call her. Shut up, ranting. Good night, goodbye. I'm frozen.
Oh my goodness. But yeah, they had their freaking double date or whatever, and
she's not. So Whitney invites her. Whitney invites her.
I don't think we mentioned this before.
What?
Just quick, y'all. Not because I don't want to get off track here, but when Monica was sitting down with her mom and all that, she mentioned her. Did we mention her dad and or lack thereof, I should say, because he walked out on her mom and her when she was 4 years old, and they had gotten a huge fight, and all she knows is he was gay, moved to Florida, and had a boyfriend. So I kind of feel like, I don't know if we're going to learn more about that, or if that's going to be a part of the storyline, or I don't know what to think about that. So, but they did mention that, so that's why I wanted to bring it up, make sure y'all caught that as well. And I think she even said that her mom, like, she doesn't even know what he looks like because her mom threw out all the pictures and stuff. So, I don't know, but I just wanted to bring that on back as we wait for my good sis to come back up, y'all. Don't forget to like the video, because that is just like a really nice thing to do. So please do that. Okay. And we are back. Rebooting my system. Okay. Yeah, he moved to Florida and has a boyfriend. Sounds like a country song. It sounds like something, but I just had to let y'all know. And so circling on back, they went on a double date. Angie's husband kind of throws a little subliminal out there in regards to her being MIA a lot. And when we were first introduced to him and saw them, at home or whatever, she did say that, I think she said her daughter first, then their businesses, then him. So that already kind of got us warmed up to the idea that they just be kind of two ships in the night a little bit sometimes on certain things, I think. And this just substantiated that even more, because everybody at the table caught that. I don't remember verbatim what he said again, y'all, because we're kind of paraphrasing and condensing down these episodes for you guys, because we're trying to get caught up. New episode comes on tonight too, as well. But Whitney takes it upon herself, as we said, to invite Angie K on said girls' trip to Palm Springs. I thought that was tacky. I thought that was not her place. I thought that was messed up, and I knew at that point that was going to be a problem. What do y'all say? Oh, thank you. What do y'all say about that? Do you feel as though that was, not cool for Whitney to do? Do you think that was her being her messy self? Do you feel like that was just her being a good housewife and shaking things on up? Like, what do we feel about that? Because I was totally like, not surprised, but also like, okay, so here we go. And also, going back to Angie and her sleeping situation, did y'all catch, I don't think I have a graphic for it. Oh, I don't. But did y'all catch the dang poodle was up in the bed with them too? So not only is it you, your husband on this side, Angie on this side, freaking, was it the poodle daughter? Like, it's just way too much for me. Everybody has their own thoughts on sleeping with their pets or whatever. We're not even going to get into that part of it all, but in this case, like, that's just too many bodies, animal bodies, people bodies. Like, why is there so many bodies up in that one bed? I know the size of that house. I know for a complete fact that they have more than enough beds in there. The dog probably has his own bed too. So I'm not understanding why the poodle was up in the bed too. But
absolutely ludicrous.
See that? I was like,
Even though the poodle was so cute with the purple ears, I love that. But God dog, that dog should have his own doghouse, dog. What's going on here?
Yes, like my good cousin said, she was being messy. If old girl wasn't invited, she wasn't invited. Tell her to stay her at home.
That's where I have a problem with Whitney this season. I'm like, well, this season and last season, she started that last season. She kept doing little things like, well, if you don't want me to do this, then I'm gonna do that. It's like, girl, you can't do this. You do know there's gonna be a consequence.
Like, and there's not a path for her. She like digs. She just digs one. Like
that was annoying. Like, well, you're gonna be my plus one, and my girls trip. I'm like, girl,
Angie. I don't know if anybody mentioned this. Maybe it was Meredith. I don't know if anybody said this or I just caught it in someone's review that Angie, if you're not invited, why would you want to? Like, I'm not going anywhere without an explicit invitation for.
Unless you're going to do what she did, which was go up there and start and be a shit starter.
I would be like,
Angie had a hidden agenda
here, exactly. So that had me looking at both of them like, oh, okay, I see what we're on, but I forgot.
And here's the thing. Let's go with this. Whitney even said out her own mouth, well, Meredith, you said this was your trip and this is supposed to be a fresh start. So I just feel like we all should be in on a fresh start. So if you felt that way, Whitney, all you had to do is pick up the phone and say to Meredith, you know, I know you got all the girls coming. I see Angie is not invited. You know, I've been hanging out a lot with her and wanted to know why you wasn't inviting her. Let her tell you their story. And it'd be like, you know, but if we're all trying to work on things and she was at the mimosa party and, you know, I didn't see no ill will. What's the problem? That's how you resolve or even try and get to the bottom of things. She wasn't even trying to do that. Yeah, she was being messy boots. Messy boots. Tired. So is that when so now do we go to Monica and Heather going to hang out and go shopping for the trip? Or
yeah, they go to a little boutique to go shopping for the trip.
Mm-hmm. Which was kind of ironic, especially with Monica saying what she was saying about not fitting in and having to go buy this Louis Vuitton purse that she would have to go shopping. And it was so funny when Meredith picked up this dress and handed to her, oh, this color would look good on you. She put the dress, oh yeah. And then she put the dress right back down. I said, yeah, because you ain't buying nothing. You are window shopping with your good friend. Well, your new friend. And it's okay. I just wish she would tell her. You know, like, girl, I'm barely making it on a trip. I'm a single mom, newly single, which she does go into all of that. This is how we end up finding out, you know, how she slept with the brother-in-law.
Finally.
She ends up telling her that she slept with the brother-in-law, and that's why she denounced her Mormonship. And of course, just like not talking about the Mormons, but facts are facts. They denounce. She goes to the church to tell them she's sleeping with the brother-in-law, and of course, they denounced her from the church. And of course, Heather asked, "Well, what happened to the brother-in-law?" And of course, nothing happens to the brother-in-law. He gets to stay right there in the church and be cool, like nothing happened. Like he's unscathed, and she is the bad woman. So it's just weird. Anything you want to add to that? Them being at the shopping thing? That's all I got for them.
Yeah, I was happy that she finally divulged more information as far as why you got excommunicated and all that. Don't agree with how it all came, you know, how it all broke down, but that's their religion, not mine. And you know, but I also was kind of like, she's like, oh, her style is more like put up on her shirt and goes into her hair and stuff like that. And I'm like, that's the parts where she kind of starts to lose me. I am not in this lady's house. I don't got kids. However, like her kids aren't that young to where I feel like she would just be in there. I don't know. I just feel like she's just laying it a little extra with when she gets on saying stuff like that.
Right.
But whatever. And did I have anything else? I don't think so. Heather flat out she doesn't like Angie K, which I was like, okay, that's a good thing to say because she kind of is rubbing us two different ways over here too. And yeah, I think that was really it. They revealed some areas for them to bond over, I guess. So good for them.
I'm sorry.
What? My phone
Our
is
group
going
chat is, yes, our group chat, one of our group chats. Our brother is on live at the same time, and House of Princess is having a time with. She's like, we wrong for going live at the same time. So sorry, you guys. Our village is behind us going off, so I have to get on them to like, oh, okay, that's what's going on. So I'm in the chat making sure that everything is going
I was
okay.
like, what? I kept seeing it and I was like,
yeah, we're live at the same time. It's So Deb. Shout out to So Deb. Guys, make sure y'all are following our brother So Debonair. He has his own channel. He does his own thing. We support each other because that's the thing to do. And so, with that being said, back to our station. This same bat station here. So we get to so everybody is on their way to the airport, correct? Everybody's on their way to the airport.
No, you got to
wait. Oh no, we're gonna get to that.
Wait, to what? Mary? No, Mary.
Oh, what about Mary?
Mary calling the Trixie Motel, talk about some. Do y'all have 2003 Dom Perignon?
Oh my god.
Do you?
I didn't know who she was calling, and I watched that twice. I
wish the first time
I didn't know that's what she was calling. I was like,
I had to rewind it like a back because I'm like,
I did not know she was calling their hotel to ask them.
Yes.
I am dead on arrival, babe. I am gone. Done.
I was hollering.
I'm done. I'd have thought that she was at the hotel before she went to the airport. That's because I'm like, what is she calling?
Yeah,
no, we didn't have no Dom Perignon 2003. Even though I've had some of that and it is really good. I was like, I was drinking Dom P at that time. Oh, like I was really drinking Dom P at that time. Like, girl, I ain't mad at you.
Excuse me, I don't even drink. What am I talking about?
Yeah, you do, but it's okay. But I'm just mad that I was drinking at that time, and I was drinking Dom P at that time. I used to drink all that stuff. Anything that the rappers are drinking, we all drink it.
You literally sound like I remember I opened my my freaking refrigerator one time when I was younger, and I want to say, didn't Nelly used to have like the pimp juice or something? There was a can of pimp juice in the fridge, and I was so confused.
The pimp juice.
My parents, oh my god, what a time! What a time!
What a good time! What a good time! So yeah, so the girls arrived. Sorry, y'all. Sometimes we get sidetracked. So the girls arrive at the airport, and they're headed to Palm Springs. We find out that Whitney is not going to be at the airport with them. She flew in sooner. I don't know if she told them that she flew ahead of them, but she said that she would meet them there. And so she, she's separately. We all know she's being messy.
Very mysterious.
Say it again.
She's very mysterious. She was very.
Yeah, she was not trying to let them in on anything. Because we all know that she has her plus one, which is Angie, who was not invited. So
Angie and the Louie.
Man. So, they're at the airport, and I guess they go to the restroom, and Lisa Barlow loses her $60,000 ring. She's trying to pull her pants up or pull them down or whatever the case may be, and she loses her dang on ring. Now, a couple of things that I am mortified in what she's doing and saying is that she lost her ring and it's $60,000. Like, girl, you don't tell people that. You don't do that. That's just not what we do. I was like, you tell them You want them to be compassionate about that kind of stuff. What you tell them is, I lost my mother's ring. I lost my great grandmother's ring. I lost an heirloom. I lost a ring. It's not even worth a lot. It was a ring that I got from my husband's great grandmother, who gave it to her great grandfather, who gave it to their great. That's how you get them. That you can't go in there talking about, oh shoot, my ring, it fell. It's $60,000. Can you help me find it, girl? Good luck. Because I know if you told me, I'm putting it right in my pocket. Soon as it rolled to me, soon as it rolled my way, you said it was 60. And look, I'm putting it in my pocket, and I'm saying to her, "Did you say it was $60,000?" Yeah, girl. Did you see it? No, girl. I'm helping you look for it though. As I stuck it in my pocket, are you done? That is not it.
I just want to know why it's so loose on her hand. Like, I don't.
Because you want to know, sister. Because I'm gonna tell you why. I hope I can take my rings off. Because my computer's acting up. I think because everybody's on my stuff. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. You're just frozen.
Okay, I'm gonna pull myself off the camera. Hopefully. I think my computer's acting because I can't even pull myself off the computer. But what I'm saying is, she had 3 rings on that finger. Her knuckles are on. You only have so much room on your finger.
She has 4 rings on that finger.
Oh, it was 4, so you have to count in 3.
Yeah, so if it's over that knuckle, it's gonna be it's gonna slide.
It's not gonna. It can't even tuck.
Yeah,
you can't even tuck your ring. It's ridiculous.
I don't know how that doesn't happen more often because they're far up there. I don't know. I probably wouldn't have said that for obvious reasons either, of course. But
a public bathroom, sister. You're in a public bathroom at the airport. Are you done?
Yeah, I guess Monica stuck her hand up in the toilet. They looked for it for 45 minutes. Yeah, it was definitely a catalyst for like tensions and a lot of drama that came afterwards. This was a pivotal moment. So I don't know, and then she talks to security to file like a report with them. And I feel like this isn't just me, or I thought their security was only acting like that. If it was, first of all, if it was you or me or anybody else for that matter, and we said we lost anything, I just don't feel like they would have responded the same way, because he was all like, he was being very, very like compassionate, more than I feel like he would with anybody else because they were on a show, but that's just me. And I just I don't know. I don't have a $60,000 ring, but
I sure hell don't either. But I'm not telling people that's what I have, and then if I want you to help me look for it.
I think at that point she was just like not even think like. I mean, I feel like she would do that anyway. She just kind of, and she's loud, like so. No, wasn't really surprised. Also, this is also when Whitney and Angie K, they had arrived. We see that first of all, I want to go here. FYI.
Oh yes, it's near us. I mean, we can go. It's in our state.
Yes, I want to stay there because you literally like that is me as a hotel. Like that, if I could do I would love to do that one day. Me and my sister were actually talking about doing something like that one day. Like a little bed and breakfast type situation. Oh, so cute.
I love your sister. Okay, I'm sorry.
She's cool, I guess. But they're great. Trixie Mattel over there, and Whitney clearly thinks that her little stunt is funny. She thinks that it was funny to have brought Angie along. That was her way of marking her territory. She takes the biggest room. She knew it was the biggest room. Trixie told her it was the biggest room.
Well, but here's what Trixie put it all in. This is what I love about Trixie. Trixie put it all back in Whitney's corner. If you were doing the diplomatical thing, and you doing the diplomatical thing means diplomat thing to do is, the host usually gets the biggest room, and or she could have just waited for everybody to get there to get the rooms and leave your stuff sitting out there. You already digging a hole for yourself going on the trip, bringing a plus one that not nobody, but that was not invited, and then you take it upon yourself to take the biggest room on top of that. You're doing a lot, Whitney. You're doing a lot.
Yeah, I thought she could have did like one less thing, like, which was you could have not like all the things that she did were just strike in this situation. Is my phone on freaking?
That's your phone. It ain't my phone because I'm on with them. It's a lot going on. It's our brother and sister. They on live too. It's a lot going on. We all good though. Sorry, our phones are going off.
Yeah. So they all, after that whole thing, they all file onto the Sprinter while Lisa, is still informing security. She's still upset. Like, she just, is upset. And Mary is like, at some point you're going to have to let it go though. And I mean, I definitely get that. But at this point, I'm still seeing two sides, y'all. I can't even lie. I see two sides. And Monica is also beginning to boil. We see her starting to boil in the confessional at least, and she's saying how this is why I don't have $60,000 rings. And I was kind of confused by that because I was like, wait, I feel like you don't have $60,000 rings because you can't afford them, because you already said that before with the whole bag situation. So I was kind of confused by that comment, but whatever. And they are on their way. Again, nobody has really heard and confirmed Whitney's whereabouts at this point in time. They just know she'll be there at a different time period. I think Meredith said that she had got a freaking mysterious text saying just what I just said, and that's all they know at this point. And yeah, the ladies finally reached the house as Whitney and Angie K. They're in the pool. They got their swimsuits on. They were about to get out the pool, and they pull up, and they're here. So we already know that that's where we're going to begin at the next episode.
As we should. So the next episode, the name of that one is the number 3 is called All Tricks, No Trust. That's where we pick up from. As my sis Barb said, we pick up with those girls are there. They picked out their rooms. They probably had a cocktail. They didn't hang out with Trixie. And it's crazy because Whitney does say she's known Trixie. That's her personal friend. And so it's like, okay, well, if that's your personal friend, why wouldn't you help your other homegirl hook it up and get things? Why didn't you help out a little bit more? I feel like
it was corny to me. It was so freaking corny to me because at the end of the day, it's an elephant. I'm not gonna I would just said, hey y'all, I'm bringing I would have just laid it out there because I'm not about to not stand in my stuff. If I was that messy, I would just be like, I'm bringing her, not wait until you get there, y'all. No, and that's why they say they little girl her, Mary.
Turn it off for me. My daughter walked in. I can't mute my computer. I can't even. I've been trying to put myself back on camera. It won't even let me. My computer is just acting up. Or there's a lot of people still in my house, and a lot of people are on my Wi-Fi. So, but I really feel like it's my computer because, like I said, I can't. I've been trying to get myself off screen for a minute, and I can't. So I told Nani to bring. And she was on her phone, on her speakerphone. I was like, I can't unmute. So she walked back out. But it's okay. As long as you can hear me, I'm not, sister, I would never be rude. I like to be on camera, but I can't, it won't let me do it. But so long as you can hear me, I'm okay.
Yeah, we can hear you. Just, okay. Bear with
us. I'm so tired of trying to leave the studio. I didn't been more out than in there, look, and I didn't even touch it. I didn't even touch it. I've been trying to touch it. It has a mind of its own right now.
Yeah,
Like,
you're just free. Like you'll move every minute or so.
Yeah. Yeah, I just feel like I'm gonna order another box. I need a box for upstairs because my Wi-Fi
Or do you
box.
have an extender?
I don't know. I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, get that first
That
rather than the whole other.
extended is something you can go buy.
Yeah, because your house is like kind of, I want to say
Big.
it's, yes, the same size as my house in North Carolina, pretty much. And we had to get one because the signal, especially when he was like gaming and stuff, because that takes a lot of stuff. And I guess this streaming too is going to take a lot of, power. Yeah, you probably need an extender. You can get it from Walmart. You just have to get the one that's, I don't know. He got the right one that we needed for that amount of space and that amount of functionality. Well, y'all, I'm not the technical one, so are you? It won't let you unmute. You're muted. Bear with us, y'all. You're muted. Maybe can you go out and come back in or no? Sorry, y'all. We're trying to get it together. You know that StreamYard is very unforgiving at times, but why don't we take this time to make sure we like the video and like the video on not just my channel, but on my sister's channel as well. And let us know in the comments what you thought of this episode, which was not last week, the week before, episode 3. Again, the new episode, actually by the time we get out of here, I'll probably be able to watch the new episode after this, so that's kind of cool. But yeah, we pick up with the women arriving to the Trixie Motel in Palm Springs. And again, unbeknownst to them, Whitney is already there with the not invited Angie K.
It was on a delay. Can you hear me?
Yeah, and you're not frozen, so let's just.
It's just funny because I'm on a delay. Remember I said I was trying to mute myself, so I hit mute. It muted when it wanted to, and I hit the screen off, and it did it when it wanted to. Like, so I was like, I can't even tell her. Like, but we're good now. Whatever's going on. It was on mute by itself, and I couldn't even do it because it's delayed. I hit that button, and it wouldn't do nothing, so it did it when it was out of its delay. And so I couldn't even do nothing but come out and come back in. Anywho,
that's so freaking wild to me.
So
I was just saying how
I'm sweating down here. That's how much you got me sweating. I'm like, oh my God. So go ahead.
No, you gotta put your fan on.
My daughter came to bring it to me. She asked me where the fan was. And now she left.
I finally got a fan too. We got air, y'all. We have air. Yeah. I just didn't have an actual, like the last fan we had, it was just old, so we like threw that out. And then he has like this big one that he uses in the garage, but that thing is so loud that I could not bring it in here. And I finally, one of his friends had a fan and they didn't need it. It was like brand new. So I finally have a tower fan, but it's still in the garage. And I forgot to bring it up here. But I'm excited because I was hot too before.
I'm sitting here like, thank God I had this little bit of ice water, but it's almost gone.
I'm literally right under the vent too, but it's, I don't know. I just be so hot when I sit here at the lights sometimes.
Yeah, the lights has made me hot. Me not being able to talk. You trying to talk to me. I'm like, my daughter walking in. I was like, oh my gosh, just a lot going on. And then our phones texting too. It was just a lot. It was just a lot.
Yeah.
But back where we were, back in Palm Springs.
Figure out what was going on. Yes, we are back in Palm Springs. They pulling up. They walking out. As our good cousin just asked, so did she take the honeymoon suite? That's the biggest room. Yes, she sure did. She sure did. And I want to say that I forget the name. I think Angie took the cowboy room or something like that. They were I didn't get graphics of those because I I didn't, but I wish I did because those rooms are so cute. I would have taken the flamingo one probably, but I wouldn't have been mad.
I love flamingo. They're so cute.
I would have picked you. I would have put you in the one with the hearts because I feel
you
like
already know.
So,
my Valentine's Day, I love my hearts.
Yeah, I definitely would have picked the flamingo one because it's so cute. But they're all pink, so I mean, you really can't go.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, it's a win-win situation for you.
It really is. But Trixie comes out to greet the ladies, and Whitney and Angie K simultaneously waltz on out, all smiles and happy and cheerful. They already got some sun in or whatever, so they feel real good. Meredith, however, she doesn't address it. She actually does not address it right then and there.
Oh, that'll be cool, cousin. Thank you.
She doesn't. Oh, thank you. She doesn't show any outrage at all at that moment. And Heather was kind of thrown off by this because she's like, you know, how are you not like, she was very, very thrown off by it. And I can understand that too, but at the same time, I wasn't really thrown off because that's not really consistent with who Meredith really has shown us to be. Like when she gets super triggered and activated, like that's one thing. Like when it directly is happening right then and there, but she's typically not one that's going to just jump and freaking act out right like that. So I wasn't really surprised that she didn't say anything. She's more of the like I'm just gonna act like you don't exist right here until you really start with me, and then I'm going to flip the script on you. That's kind of how she is, if you ask me.
Right.
And Mary's still like, who is Angie? And I was also, you know, I'm not even mad at that because that was kind of funny. I wish I would have got a graphic for that, but I didn't. But I think it was right after that, Trixie shows the ladies the rooms, all of which were cute AF. And then they disperse to freshen up for the pool. They're going to spend, you know, the rest of the afternoon or whatever at the pool. And that was cool. So while they're getting freshened up, Meredith walks on outside where I believe it was Lisa, Angie, and Whitney still sitting there. And like they kind of look at her and she looks at them and it's just like, okay. And then she keeps walking, very consistent again with who Meredith has always shown us who she is. And the other ladies at that time, they were kind of talking about like the elephant in the room, meaning the fact that, I'm right here, Angie's right here. She didn't talk to me or whatever. So I was just kind of like, I mean, what did you really expect her to say? Like, what would you have done if you were Meredith?
If I was Meredith in a situation,
and you walked in, like,
I would have politely put Whitney to the side and had a whole tete-a-tete with her. I'm not about to pussyfoot around her because I don't have to. It's my trip. You could have talked to me. You could have. Let me run down the things that you've done wrong real quick. You pull it to the side. You come to my girls trip. Mine. You come to my girls trip with somebody else, right? You go to my girls trip with somebody else. You get here before me. You pick out a room before I get to, and you bring somebody that was not invited. Yeah, we have a problem. Houston, we have a problem. We have a problem. We have a real big problem. And Whitney, if I want to, even though you know Trixie, broad, I'll make you leave. If anybody should have been leaving and should have been clowned and talked to, it should have been Whitney. Period. Like, can I come talk? Come here. Let me talk to you for a second. So then that would have gave her the opportunity to be like, Oh, well, I guess I should give you your room, the big room back, huh? Girl, if you don't get out of my face talking about, if you don't go get your luggage out of my goddamn room, that's what I would have did.
It was just really corny to me because she there was no need to bring her. Like there really wasn't. But again, that's just consistent with Whitney. That's who she's always shown us who she is. She likes to be messy and then act like she don't know what, you know.
I don't like the oblivious. Don't do that. That's playing in our face. I don't play with me like that. You're not oblivious. You are more than capable and understand what you're doing. So when you get slapped for doing it, don't get mad. Oh, damn. I just don't understand why Angie wasn't invited. Well, maybe you should have asked Meredith why wasn't she invited.
Yeah, usually I feel like we would have seen her like her call. Usually they would have been like, they would have did the messy, like, oh, let's call her and ask her why you're not invited, why the person's sitting right there.
With the speakerphone on for everybody to hear.
I feel like we always see them do stuff like that, but that didn't happen. So
yeah, she's being real special right now, and I don't like it. I don't like the specialty. I don't like what I am seeing with Whitney, and Whitney used to be my favorite. Whitney was my favorite. Heather was my favorite when they first came up. Oh my gosh! Okay, let's slow down. You know, I want the turquoise room. I want the turquoise pink room. I love the heart room, but I want the turquoise pink room. Go by the turquoise pink room. Ooh, that was pretty cool.
I know this.
Yes. You know, my favorite color is turquoise.
Yeah.
And my favorite color is pink. Not that it's fly. It's just that with all that pink, I need to break up the monotony.
I feel you.
Just like with that blue room was really pretty too.
Yeah, I don't think we saw that one, but
that's gorgeous.
I like that.
Which makes me happy because don't get me wrong. I love a pink. I love that they gave us more color.
Oh no,
that's really cool. I know Nani would love that. Nani would love. She draws pillows and makes pillows like that. Oh, that orange room. It's so pretty.
That makes me want to smile.
It's just so that reminds me of California Cutie, that orange. It was just so orange.
Oh, this one too.
Hawaii.
That one has like surfboards. Oh yeah, or Hawaii.
Yeah, give me a little Hawaii because of the little what is that? That's different. I'm not a green person, but you know what is the deltas?
We didn't see it. This is the flamingos. We didn't see it from this angle though.
Oh, yeah.
It's so cute.
That's a pretty color. I love those two colors together. That green and that pink was pretty. That's the one you was gonna give me.
Yeah.
The heart room. You know, I'll take that room too. Though. I love the heart background.
I like that one.
I love hearts. I love hearts. I love hearts in there.
But
so yeah, let's figure that out. let's figure that out.
Figure what out?
Let me see. Siri, how far is Palm Springs?
Palm Springs, California.
I'm an hour and 32 minutes away. It's 86 miles away from me. I think you gotta go back. I gotta go back out to go back to
We've never explicitly drove past there or Joshua Tree, but I mean, because we don't. Well, I mean, we kind of go close to it when we're going to Vegas, but we've never actually been there properly.
Don't even want to tell y'all. I've never been to Palm Springs. My husband had, but I haven't.
Yeah. One second, y'all.
You guys like the video on both our channels, please. We appreciate you guys for being here with us. Y'all can be anywhere in the world with us. I mean, anywhere in the world, but you're here with us. Playback Gang. We appreciate you guys so very, very much. We'd love to see the views go up as the days go by. We really appreciate you guys so very much. So thank y'all for rocking with us. We appreciate y'all.
Yeah, we really, really do. And I appreciate you, cousin, for sending those photos. So we have you kind of got the vibe, right? They're staying in a really cute place. So we thought, and I kind of felt bad for Meredith too, because I think she really, wanted this to be a good time or whatever. And she literally got slapped in the face from every angle. So I kind of did feel a little bad. But when Meredith tells Heather that there's, bigger issues in the world. So if this is what she wants to do, then that's a reflection of her, not me. Like, I knew she was trying to take the high road there, but I knew because this is Housewives, like, it's not gonna be that easy. Like, she can say that, but at the end of the day, it's not gonna be that easy. You're gonna try to take the high road, but they're still gonna be clawing at you to bring you on down to the low road. So I was like, all right, Meredith, if that's the route you want to take, then fine. But I would have did exactly like you would have said and been like, let's have a talk. Yeah, no, like I wouldn't have blown up right then and there because again, yeah, Trixie was right there and all that, but we would have had a conversation as soon as I said, all right, y'all, head with Trixie, y'all can start seeing the rooms, whatever. We need to talk. You should probably get yourself another motel, and it doesn't need to begin with the word Trixie. That's literally what I said because that would have pissed me off too much. But again, that's Housewives.
Right. Yeah, it definitely should have took a conversation. That's all. She should because Meredith has this bad. She holds on to too much, and she holds grudges. So it's like, girl, you are a ticking time bomb.
Yeah, she does, and she like kind of waits to see where she could really just jab you at. Is what I've also seen. So that's why I said she's not a bad housewife. She definitely is a really good housewife. It's just when those inconsistencies show up with her, though, we got to still talk about it. That's all I'm saying.
That's all. I'm agreeing with you.
And I think right after this is when they're all starting to file outside. I think Mary comes outside first, and she's like, "Oh, Mary, come over here." And she's like, "What? Don't talk. Like, no, don't tell me what to do. Don't talk to me or something."
No. Oh no, she said, "Hey, come over here, girl." She's like, "No, don't talk to me like that." I said, she don't want to be called girl because you know why? Because as Black women, we do call each other girls. All girls call girl. But it's a thing that we do. Like, girl, come here, girl. It's a certain kind of way, and they thought that was gonna bring them closer to Mary. And Mary is not that type of person. Mary is different.
She did it on purpose. That may have been how Mary took it, but I don't even think Angie was. I don't think she was trying to do
that. Wasn't. No, she wasn't. She wasn't doing it like that, sister. Right. She wasn't doing it like that, but it sounds like that coming from a woman from Caucasianness. You know, when you get somebody Caucasian, I'm about, hey girl, come over here. It's like, no, no. I mean, I'm not saying she was saying it like that, but that's Mary gonna take it like that anyway, because Mary is special. Mary's special.
Yeah, very much so. But after that, Mary then sits adjacent, and she's like, "Yes." Mary was like, "So why were you guys here early? Why were you here early?" And Whitney's all like, "Well, Trixie's my really good friend, and I texted her and told her I wanted to come early." That still doesn't answer the question for me. And I'm not sure. Wait, are Trixie's? I'm not sure Trixie's pronouns, but
I'm not sure. I would go with her. I would definitely go with her right now with the name Trixie. I would go with her or she.
So that's why I said her. Not being offensive or anything, but
no, I think you were politically correct.
I was just like, that still doesn't answer the, like, are you not getting, is it not connecting for you that you invited said person who was not supposed to be invited? Like, are you, I'm just confused.
Yeah, I just didn't like the way it came across. That's all. You're trying to, the same thing that you are accusing Meredith of doing, meaning like it's Meredith's trip and you don't want to take over. Meredith wouldn't want nobody to take over. I feel like Whitney is trying her hardest to make it her trip when it's not. Like,
So confused. And our cousin said that Trixie goes by he, him. And yeah, I know
really?
he's a drag queen. I know that.
Oh, okay. I ain't mad.
When he is in drag, we're supposed to say she or whatever. So
That's what I thought.
Yeah, that's why I assumed. But if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. That's cool. After that, everybody's outside, and Mary's like, she says that it's very childish of Whitney because, it was. And then Angie tries to chime in, but Mary shuts that down. And I was like, thank you. Oh, wait. Oh, no, we were right. Yeah.
In drag, her, but in drag, that's what I thought. I'm like, I'm not gonna be looking at no full woman, because that's what I see. And we call him, her. I mean, him, he. Like, nah,
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Okay, we got it right. Thank you.
So, what happened after that? My notes, like, I can't even. You don't? Oh, you don't? I do. I'm like, because we keep stopping, I lost my place. Meredith hands the ladies like gift bags, or like welcome back. You guys know, go on a trip or whatever. We got to have gifts. So she has these bags, and they have these shirts in them, which I didn't necessarily get a picture of them yet, but she hands them all out. Obviously, there's no bag for Angie because Angie was not ever the one. Like,
she wasn't invited. We didn't, and your friend Whitney, if anything, shouldn't have gave her bag. You should have gave her your bag, you weird ass person. Never mind, because it's gonna make me mad, and I'm trying not to get mad at Whitney. But since that's your +1, you should have gave her your bag. But go ahead. We get the bag. We don't know what's in it yet.
Yep. And because she feels like slighted, I guess, by not getting a bag, that again, I feel like that's over the top, because it's one thing, you get the culture, she don't want you here, whatever, but you can't ever knock the lady for not having a gift for you when she clearly didn't think you were here. But I felt like this is when Angie turned up the I feel some type of way factor and really started doing that whole I'm gonna say things on the sidelines and be talking ish under my breath or whatever. Like, this is where we started to see her up the ante as far as that. And Meredith, whatever, she's like, whatever. And then we start to really see her just talking straight ish for the entire episode and the next episode.
Man,
we're gonna go shopping to pick out items for the other person. Me and you are paired up. I pick out an outfit for you. You pick out an outfit for me. Then we wear them to dinner. So Meredith pairs herself up with Lisa, and then it's supposed to be Heather and Whitney, and then it's supposed to be Monica and Mary. That leaves the person out who's not supposed to be there, Angie. So it's like, you can kind of go off with them two or whatever. And that's literally what happens. But in the end, Meredith is still stuck with Angie because they still go to the same store, and the store was only but this big anyway. So it was just like, and that had to not be too fun. And Monica and Mary actually, they don't hit it off, but they actually were having a cute little time. The dress that she found for Monica wasn't too bad, and then Monica picked up this like mustard yellow coat, and I was like, I like the coat. And Mary liked the coat, so everything was all good over there. But again, Angie is like still trying to like fire shots. So then Monica decides to also, this is actually before they got to the store, Monica decides to take up Meredith. This is when she first takes up with her, and it's kind of like, Angie's like, that's supposed to be my friend. Like, why would you like, try to call me out or whatever? And it's just like, because you were being like rude to my host. But again, was it laced with a little bit of kiss booty? A little bit, if you ask me. But
kiss booty.
kind of understand why she said that though, because at the end of the day, that was for you're being that type of way towards the person that is coordinating this or whatever. So I mean, I get it, but they go shopping, like I said, and Meredith puts Lisa in some straight BS, as did Heather to Whitney, if you ask me. And again, the Angie K like stuff was sending me at this point, because did y'all peep when they all came out the dressing rooms or whatever, and Whitney was like, Heather, Whitney was like, Heather, can Angie come out? And Heather was like, huh? Or whatever. Angie, or she's like, oh yeah. I screamed. I freaking screamed when she said that, because it's just like they're just so not even fazed by her being here, and it was obviously getting to Angie the entire episode.
I feel like that was a cute little thing to do for you to pick a person and try to make an outfit for you. I feel like a lot of them missed the mark. I don't know if I just feel like let me leave it right there. Lisa, your body looks way better with the clothes she wears. She looks skinny mini. It looks her clothes never fit, so I didn't even know her legs was this shapely. She always looks so skinny. And then who was that? Whitney with the blonde hair with the white hat on?
Yep.
Look like she going to church. Yeah. I mean, Whitney looks like a church lady. And Whitney never goes to church. Monica's in a dress and a mini, right? And then what is Angie is in a gypsy outfit. Look like she got the recent fortune.
She's Greek, so I think she was trying to do like some Greek goddess type vibe. I don't know.
And then Meredith, I don't even know what that is. That don't even look good on. That's not flattering at all. The color's not flattering to her. The belt and then it still make her look square on top. Like none of that is flattering. And freaking Heather looks like
Martin.
Martin.
She's on Cassie Martin.
Yeah, she looks like she had the $8 leather jacket on with some leggings and a hat. That's what I see.
A pageant mom on the set of freaking Martin. I literally wrote that down. I do like the coat, but it just looks. And wait, actually, let me take this away, because she has on some like bedazzle like slides or something. Like she just, I'm like, what? Like what's going on?
Hell, wait, and Lisa got on, what are those things called?
And also, she hot because she got on this big coat, and then everybody else got on, like, is it hot or cold? Like, I'm confused. Yeah, it just.
But it still was a fun challenge. It was still fun to do.
Like, it was like football mom. Like, I feel like she should have a thermos in her hand or something.
That's all she needs. Water boy, water girl.
Like she just.
Lisa looked like she cold. And the fact that she had to go at a 5-star hotel, 5-star restaurant looking like that. Oh my God.
Yeah, we would have. Like, that's not even like clothes. Like really, like what is that? Like, oh boy. But some were pleased, some were not. Yeah, Lisa looks. That's like one of those belly dancer freaking scarf things. Meredith does look boxy. Whitney looks like the new pastor's young wife. They're like, yes.
Man, for sure. Perfect.
Everything you're saying is literally spot on. Yeah. Palm Springs is hot. So I'm like, I mean, it does get cold in the desert at night, but clearly she has on like not a lot of clothes, and then she has on this big jacket. Like, y'all, what is going on here? And the hat, it was just so much going on. But they all hop back on the Sprinter to go to dinner, and Lisa brings up the ring again.
Oh my God.
And then she's triggered because she's wearing this outfit or lack thereof. Say again?
I said, or lack thereof. You said it too.
Yeah, or lack thereof. To the 5-star restaurant. I kind of get it, but I was just like, yeah, I get it. I get it. Like, it was just ugly, but like a little bit more clothes to it, or a little bit more something, then okay. But like, that was very not a lot of clothes going on. And at the table, they all sit down and everything. Whitney suggests that they play a game. She suggested play some game where, you know, they go around, they reveal something about themselves that the other ladies don't know. It's supposed to be something obviously kind of juicy or kind of interesting, right? You know, I'm not going to tell you that every morning I clip my toenails and, you know, put them in the, like, I'm not going to say that. Like, I'm going to say something that's a little bit more interesting, right? I don't do that either, by the way. Obviously, that was for joke's sake. But Meredith goes first. She informs the ladies that she used to vacation in Palm Springs as a child with her grandparents.
Oh, snooze fest.
Literally fell asleep.
Oh, snooze fest. We don't care.
Girl, what? Like, come on.
I wanted you to tell us that you did something in these Palm Springs rooms with somebody that your husband didn't even know about. Like, give us something like that.
Yeah, like something. It wasn't even cool. So everybody, and I didn't even write down everybody's because everyone's else's kind of low-key sucked, if you ask me. I think Mary said she's like a loner. I'm like, we all kind of know that. But I think Heather said she was really into birds right now. Like, Whitney said some other something. Like,
that was a whole setup for some bull swinky, because that's what I think. When it snowballs into bull, like, nobody, y'all didn't need to do that.
You don't even like
all the way home. Thank you.
Monica gets it started, and she's like, you know what? Y'all don't want to say anything. I'm gonna say something.
I was happy.
She says, I used to F my brother-in-law for 18 months. Of course, everybody's ears are like,
the record scratched.
Oh, okay. So I that kind of gave them a little bit of, okay, I know what time we're on. And everybody's like, oh, like brother-in-law, as in, she's like, no, it was her husband's sister's husband.
Yeah.
And
even freakier. Look, even freakier. No, it's funny.
Yeah, like I don't. Okay, whatever.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that. That's you going to hell.
Like what?
You're
That's
definitely going to hell.
Broken, like just out of everybody in the world. Okay. So then after that, after they tell, you know, say what they want to say towards her about that,
as a mofo, as a mofo.
Oh yeah, but you know, she said early on in maybe the first or second episode, she had said she's like, she knows that she's supposed to say her tea before somebody else does it. She said something, so she knows that rule.
8 Mile that thing. 8 Mile that thing. Eminem that thing.
So I can't get mad at her for that. And it would have came out regardless anyway. Like, that's, you kind of have to say that. Like, oh, why are you getting divorced?
Right.
Like, it's gonna come out.
Right.
So then Whitney also decides that, let's play a warm and fuzzy and cold and prickly game too, where you say something like,
oh, I didn't like the game. I don't like games like this.
I just think if you have something to say about somebody, then just say it without a game. Like, if I feel like I need to say something to you that's constructive, or, you know, if I see something that,
Barb,
like, hey,
just tell me on the side, Barb. Don't tell me in front of every.
I'm not gonna tell you.
No, I'm being funny. Listen. Don't tell me in front of our 1,000+ subscribers that are manifesting for us.
Yeah, like, I'm not like, yeah, I don't need a special occasion, or I don't need to like do anything if it's, you know, whatever. Especially if I think that if I'm saying it in a constructive way and I'm trying to help them, or say, you know, because sometimes we do need to be told about ourselves. We definitely do, but this was stupid, and I knew it was going to start something. Heather reveals to Angie K that, you know, they have, you know, although they have high school or whatever in common, she don't trust her, and everybody's like, and the main person who was like, what, was Lisa down at the head of the table. And she's super invested. And Meredith, actually, no, we're not gonna go to that. I was just like, yeah, I mean, I could see that. I definitely can see that. And she told her again that it was pretty much had a lot to do with how everything transpired with the whole Jen thing and all that. Do you guys feel like that was weird for Heather to have said? Like, do you guys feel like
Heather was drunk?
I mean, yeah, that too.
I mean,
oh God.
She was on her espresso martinis, and which I found very weird for her to say the statement in the last episode that we gonna review. She said something about she really was drinking to see if anybody was gonna stop her from drinking. I'm like, y'all on a girl trip, bitch, drink your life away.
I was more so hoping that she was just kidding by that, because I'm like, I know you didn't really. I mean, obviously, yes. If I see you freaking like past your limit, then yeah, I'm like, hey, let's go home or whatever. But
Barb, you ain't never stopped me. You don't know my limit though.
like, I don't. That's just what you do. But like at the same time, like you're not. I'm not here to babysit you. Like do what you want to do. Like what? But I also too at these moments I take into account the fact that I don't. How many years has it been since Heather left the freaking church and all that? Like it hasn't been. What I mean to say is not she didn't turn 21 and just start drinking. She hasn't been drinking as long, so maybe she doesn't know her tolerance as well. She maybe should have.
Oh, she probably didn't eat that much, and she knew it was about to be a whole. I think she drank more because of the situation between her and Angie, and she wanted to be able to say what she wanted to say. And we all know alcohol gives you a little bit more courage to say shit you wouldn't normally say. That's all.
I mean, I think that she would have said, like, I think that was what she would have said anytime. But everybody kind of feels their way about that. And then
Please all about this. My little cousin. She got her own. She has her own channel and goes up every day. She puts out content. So
yeah, drop your links in the chat as always. Drop your links. Drop your links.
But
so,
yeah,
subscribe. I mean, I don't see at this point. I don't. If you're not subscribed to my cousin, I don't know.
Sleep.
I don't know how, but please do so. And Meredith tries to sugarcoat her criticism with saying that Whitney needs to work on her communication versus telling her how she really feels, which is that she feels as though it was shady for Whitney to invite Angie on the girls' trip. Meredith somehow doesn't take this opportunity to tell her, but it's okay because Mary is sitting right next to her, and Mary is like, "No, that's not what you said about her bringing old girl." Because again, Mary could hear Meredith and Heather talking through the wall because she was in the other room. So, girl, please, like, don't get in front of us now and start to, refrain from telling it like it is. You know that's how you felt. But it it is what it is for now. And when it finally gets down to Monica says the thing that we've been seeing boiling the past 2 episodes, which is that, it was difficult for her to listen to Lisa losing the $60,000 ring all day.
Is it that she's tired of hearing that she lost the ring, or she's tired of hearing the amount of the ring? Because at some point you do look at it like it's a $60,000 ring. Everybody is not wearing a $60,000 ring, and I feel like you're saying that purposely to them. We already know how much it costs, so we don't need that. And that's why when Lisa said it has sentimental value, then to me it changes. The dynamic, the schematics of it changes. It's hurting her feelings, even her want to call her jeweler and find out if they're insured and all that stuff.
Which why wouldn't it be? But anyway,
It probably is. It
like,
probably is though.
but technically insurance only costs or only covers certain things. So if they knew that you lost it, which they know now, then they might not cover that. But whatever.
So do you? I think Monica was tired of her dropping the number more than she was mad at her about the ring.
Production, like I think they even counted, and I think we were that. I think I want to say 7 times at this point that she has said it, either 5 or 7, something like that. And yes, in one day, I can understand how that's a lot. I totally get that. So yeah, if you're mad about the amount of times or just kind of like, I think that's one thing. But if we are going off of the like, you shouldn't have been upset at all, or you,
No. Hell to the no. I'm mad. I'm mad at it for her.
I'm mad if I have as much money as her, if I have more money than her, if I have less, because I definitely do. I don't hold, so much value in material things to the point that like no.
I'm with Heather. What Heather say? I have sentimental value in anything that I spend $10,000 or more for.
I even less than that if it really had.
But I'm saying, as I say, in their bracket, that's their bracket.
Yeah,
this is them. 10,000.
That shows, and shout outs to Rodney the Voice. If you don't follow him, you should. He made mention of the fact that like any at any freaking level that shows that person has a bit of humanity about them still, because it will be one thing. I thought there would be more to say if she just lost it and was like, whatever, like drop in the bucket, like,
oh yeah.
Like then I would feel more like, oh, she's what, like, but it shows like, yeah, like you really do kind of care, a little bit.
And she said it. She said it's sentimental value, and her husband's gonna be fucking pissed.
Which I get. I totally this ring that I wear on my middle finger. This is my grandmother's ring. So if I lost that and I didn't pay 60, obviously it was passed down to me. I would be like sick about it to the point that
the trip is kind of ruined.
Keep bringing it up. I'm more of the person that's just going to sit there and you're going to see it in my face. And
you're going to be looking at your finger and touching your finger, and somebody's going to be like, "You okay, Bart?" No, not really, because I'm very upset about my ring. But to just keep, but that's how Lisa is. Lisa is that person.
Like
y'all know that about her.
Like it was totally had nothing to do with it. It's like we're having fun. Hey
but
guys.
Monica doesn't know that about Lisa.
So yeah.
So that's where it gets where Monica shouldn't have said nothing.
I don't remember exactly what Lisa responded, but
that it was sentimental value. It's not just that, it's sentimental value, is what she said. And my husband's gonna be mad about it. But and what she told Mary is, I'm still talking about it because it's still fresh, bitch.
Ridiculous.
It's like you guys act like something didn't happen. That's major. But let's move on.
Angie K takes it upon herself to trying to make like kind of like a toast founded in some type of shade a little bit towards Meredith. I don't remember exactly what she said again, y'all, because we didn't write down his acts. But she says something, and Meredith she catches it enough to where she finally addresses Angie K about the whole situation by saying that she was the one who said that she would never be friends with her again. Angie K said that about Meredith. So she's not really understanding where any of this, why she even cares that much, really. At the end of the day, if you said that you didn't want to be my friend or whatever, you stay there and I stay here, and it is what it is. Angie K is confused by that, and Meredith tells her that, you can leave. Like, she lets her know that she can leave because this is what we're not going to do right now. And I don't remember again explicitly what Meredith said or Angie K said, but she was confused, and I kind of got, I don't know, but in this moment, for some reason, in my notes, I wrote down that Angie seems to like to throw things in people's faces after she does things for them, like when you're in conflict or whatever. Like it's like,
You
I
say
don't know.
Angie does that?
Yeah, or like she kind of buys her friendships almost or something. Like I don't remember why I wrote that down, but I wrote it down.
Okay.
And I think that's because she brought up the whole, or even when they were at dinner or when she sat down with somebody, I remember she brought up the fact that they for Meredith's event or something, they lost a 1/3 of revenue, I think, that day from one of their shops because they offered services to her, which I totally get, which was also kind of similar to the whole she paid for coaches.
Jen Shaw's husband's birthday party.
Like, I don't know, somehow there's a pattern of her somehow bringing up these things when she's in conflict with people, and then not saying that those are absolved of any wrongdoing, but it's just kind of, I don't know, I just find it coincidental that somehow, I don't know, she uses that as justification of how she's such a good friend to people or something, and I'm like, you shouldn't.
She's trying to equate that with loyalty, I think, but
yeah, like it's not. No. Somehow in the mix of things, Meredith picks up an English accent. I don't know where that came from, and Meredith gets up and she's like, I'm done. I'm done with this at this point. Like, there's bigger things going on in the world. Da 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 da. Heather's 5 espresso martinis in by this point too, by the way, y'all. And there are children who are going to be disabled for the rest of their lives. Like, there's just so many bigger things here. So much so that do I have it? Please tell me I have it. I know I have it. Did I not upload it? Oh, I don't think I did. I had a picture of Meredith leaves the table and she's like trying to get security or whatever. It wasn't security who she found. It was literally the waiter. But
yeah, that was funny.
It was very funny. It was
She's lit. She was lit.
Like when Meredith's on one, like things just be coming out and just happening. And that was definitely funny in this moment. Lisa follows Meredith to try to console her and kind of be a peacemaker, if you will, if you listen to the language that Lisa was using. Because she don't want to see anybody come after the whole family thing or whatever. And I feel like a lot of that is rooted in the fact that one, she's kind of starting anew with Meredith, and she probably wants to start anew with Meredith and wants everything to go well as far as that. And also I think that she made, when everything happened, maybe there's still some skeletons in her closet that she don't want revealed. So she's like, let's all play nice and not play like, let's not do that because my stuff might get aired out or whatever. So let me just try to keep everybody nice and positive, because once you start pointing fingers at this person over, like some fingers might come over here and we don't want that. But so I get it. And Meredith's like, oh, you want me to play nice? Oh, well, I didn't even go for the jugular as much as I could have, but she says something along the lines. This is why I said what I said before about Angie's husband. She knows something about him and something. So, Angie, if you want to go there, we can go there. But I don't know if Angie want to go there. I don't know, but I want to know. I want to know.
What's gonna come out? Because we saw previews. Something's gonna come out.
I'm waiting. I'm so waiting. And they finally get back on the van, and Monica is like holding Meredith, who's sobbing uncontrollably at this point. It was giving kiss booty again to me a little bit. I mean, I get it. If you're an empathetic person, or if you just care about people, you're going to be, they're upset or whatever, going to try to naturally try to be there for them or whatever. But it was just like, okay, Monica, okay. And after a failed reconciliation, Whitney takes upon herself to point out how Meredith always finds it to be a very convenient time when they're in the middle of conflict to bring up something else that she's going through that has nothing to do with the subject matter at hand. And honestly, y'all, Whitney wasn't wrong. Was it horrible timing, if you ask me? Yes. Did it have anything to do with her? No. But was she telling a lie there? No, she wasn't, y'all. If you've watched the last 4 seasons, Meredith does kind of have a history of doing this. Do you disagree?
No.
Like she
How can I disagree?
She
can't disagree. We've seen it.
She'll just start, and then even what I just said, the disabled chick, like, huh? What? Like, what do you? How do we get there? But
who said that?
They go back and forth. Somehow, I guess they had arrived. They must not have been far because I think they had arrived at the freaking motel by this point, which I was like, were you guys moving? That was fast. Whatever. And they all pretty much file off. Mary is getting off, but Whitney's still there with Heather, and I think maybe Monica was there. No, it was Whitney and Heather. And Mary's like, you really need to grow up. You did not need to bring that up. You're messy, you're childish, you're this, you're that, the same type of energy that Mary gives to Whitney any other time, little girl. That's what she was doing.
You say it just like her. I don't know how you do your voice that like that. I don't know. You say it just like her. Maybe tone, voice, attitude, everything. Go ahead.
Maybe I need to be Mary for Halloween. I don't know.
You might need to get you a nice little wig now that you got a nice wig.
Yeah, we'll see.
You gotta make it a boost. I don't know how skinny you gonna get though. Never mind.
She just be doing a lot. She's easy to imitate. She's a character. But she's like, you know what? And I haven't seen it for you since you tried to call me. She said pornography, but she was like, what was it, Heather, that she called me? Heather was like, because Heather is like on the floor at this point, almost like she's doubled over, like, ooh, I shouldn't have drank half.
She's about to call Earl for sure.
I shouldn't have drank 4.5 out of 5 espresso martinis, and she was ready at point. And she's like a predator, which Whitney did pretty much. Call them, a predator, and that whole, when she was coming for Mary's, her being in the church and this and that, and cult leader types, and she was saying all that type of stuff, y'all know, you remember. She was calling her on that, and she's like, you have issues, girl. You have issues. That was foul. You shouldn't have did that. And y'all, we end with Heather being wasted beyond repair, so much so that she couldn't even get off the bus, the sprinter, the van, the whatever it's called. She couldn't even get off. And
it's terrible. It was terrible.
You said it was what?
It was terrible to see her be so lit and couldn't get off the bus and throw up on the bus, and it's just that was a lot.
I should.
How to find this moment.
But y'all, we will get into the last, final, most recent, up until like 2 hours from now, or it might be airing right now for all I know. Yeah, because it's 5:50. What is it?
Oh, it's airing for other folk. It ain't airing for us.
I watch it on a Fire Stick on East Coast time sometimes, though. If I can,
I need to do that. So yeah, y'all, our last and final recap is for episode 4. Don't get drag. So yeah, let's get into it, sister.
Angie freaking K is, well, actually, did I roll past no, Heather had gotten up. We didn't pick, she was already off. Next morning, whatever. Angie K is doing like she asks the concierge, whatever, she asked them, can she get a marker, Sharpie? And she's writing on a shirt or something. And we already know it's going to be something freaking tired. She's DIYing a shirt. So we can only know that they about to wear their shirts and she ain't got no shirt. So Lisa goes to kind of like reflect on the previous night with Whitney in her room. And Whitney's thing is, as mentioned in the previous episode, I don't like how she, as in Meredith, always brings up something completely unrelated and uses it in her defense, kind of, or as a justification, or as a scapegoat, if you will, when you're in conflict. And again, we can't disagree. Going once, going twice. I don't think anyone disagrees with the fact that Meredith has a history of that. And Lisa is also not completely unaware by any means that Meredith does that. However, she's trying to keep the peace, probably for one of the reasons that we discussed before.
Right.
So Whitney decides, hey, yeah, if today don't go cool and cute and fun and lit, I'm gonna hijack things to make it more fun. Because again, at this point, this is Meredith's trip starring Whitney. Like, that's what it's giving. So Meredith goes in to thank Monica for having her back. And, Monica's, I'm here as your guest. I want to be your friend. I want to get to know you. Her words, not mine, y'all. And again, this is why kiss booty. This is like, it was like, okay, I get it. But the way she was doing it was just extra, if you ask me.
Right.
And so they all come outside. Apparently Heather threw up on Whitney's leg a little bit. If we was supposed to be making amends by this point and that happened, it would need to be paused until I get unmad about that, because
Dang.
that was gross. That was so gross. Like, and because it could have been avoided, man. Like, I get it. If something happens, something happens. And if I somehow was to get super drunk or whatever, I would, hope that my friends wouldn't like leave me outside on the lawn or anything crazy. But again, like, girl, we gonna need to work. I might not see you drink anymore for this entire trip after that. That's what that would have to be. Can't disagree how you wouldn't be in conflict if you hadn't bought. Which is, again, so then I crane my neck back here and I say exactly what my cousin said. This wouldn't even jumped off how it jumped off if you didn't bring Angie in the first place. And this too, that's another part too. We need to put that on a sticker and give it to her. And again, they all pop outside in their shirts or whatever, which I don't remember what exactly said. And guess who done?
What don't you? What exactly said? The shirt?
I don't remember. What did the shirt say? What did the actual?
The actual shirt says, "No tricks,
all
trust."
Yes, and
Monica's shirt says, "I'll let you get to that part," but yeah, that's what the Monica's shirt says: "All tricks, no trust."
Corny, and it said Angie K on the back. Corny.
Well, that's because all the other ladies' names is on the back of their shirts, and now
she did. But I'm just
that's what makes sense. Remember, I said I don't know why Whitney wouldn't have gave her shirt, but that's why, because it's a Whitney shirt.
You're not gonna see me doing that. You're gonna see me say,
I wouldn't have. And if I would have, I would have made me a shirt that says the same thing that the girl said.
If somehow I got there, because again, going back, y'all, I wouldn't have even went, because I don't go nowhere that I'm not invited. If you don't want me there, then you're not going to be blessed with my presence. So bye. But somehow, if hypothetically speaking, if I did get there, I dang sure wouldn't have did that. Guess what I would have done? I would have done, all right, I'll see y'all back here. Let me get me a little room service. Let me be at the pool. Let me take some selfies. Like,
go to a spa. Go to a spa, because there's a lot of spas out there.
Yes. Yeah, that's actually probably. I would have actually been on my way. Like, they would have thought that I was getting into the Sprinter with them, but I literally would have had my Uber or my car, my Uber Black, right behind them. Like, okay, bye, y'all.
For sure.
Like, egg on their faces. But no, she did this, which was like, I don't even know why you care that much, but whatever. And again, they all file onto the van. And since you make of Trixie's boyfriend shading Angie. Oh crap, y'all. Oh, I have it. Oh, thank God, I have it still popped right back up here. Oh wait, that's her. Oh, I didn't know that was her boyfriend. I thought that. My bad. I thought he was just the staff, y'all. Oh yeah.
Wait, what? Let me see.
No, that See, this is why. We just love my cousin so much because she is so clutch all the time. 1 second, y'all.
See my heart chip? It looked like a fat heart.
What?
Oh, look, you see my heart chip? It
Oh
looks like
yeah, it kind of does. That's
just need a little bit more dip, but that's a dip.
and Loki looks like one.
Fat heart.
Like, oh, like I'm gonna be a heart. Oh, okay. So when y'all,
The bartender. Okay.
that's okay. Cool. I get it now. Oh no, that's so sad.
No, he's the bartender. That's the one that when she asked for the Sharpie.
Yes, this is when Angie was at the front or whatever.
She wanted to make the shirt. Okay.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna watch that. Let me go. I need to go get my stepfather.
Trixie.
I gotta get
You
my stepfather.
know what? I didn't hashtag Trixie in my description box. I need to go do that.
I need to. Yeah, I'm gonna start watching that. I need to get my stepdad's what's it called? His Max account.
What?
And so yes, he definitely clocked it, and I thought that was funny. I didn't write it down by accident, but I'm glad that you definitely brought that up.
Thank you, cousin.
Mary they pull up, they're doing a trust building exercise.
Oh God. Another reason for Mary not to be in any event.
This is where I'm starting to get. This is where I got
tired, annoyed. Why are you here?
She's there to be humorous. She's there to provide some good humor and all that good stuff. But it's giving, girl, at the end of the day, if you didn't want to cut, like, it gets to a point where it's just like, if you didn't want to be ready to make this next step with these
here's my thing.
And don't come,
sis. I don't even want to cut you off, but I gotta cut you off. You could have even partnered up with Meredith, the one you've been speaking to for a year. Like why you couldn't even Meredith? You know what? I'm gonna come out and be a team player. But check this out. I'm only gonna play with you. You're gonna be my only friend on the playground, okay? This because I don't really want to be here. So you're gonna be my best friend on the playground, and you can play with only me. And if it calls partnership, it's gonna be in me and you, okay? Okay. That's how you do that.
I'm annoyed because at the end of the day, I feel as though if you didn't want to come, first of all, you could have at least, even if you would have got off the van, seen what was up, and then been like, I don't know, whatever. But you would nope. At the same time, though, she gave the justification to Meredith saying, yeah, I didn't want to do it because I'm not comfortable trying to make that next step with them right now.
So why are you here? Why are you here?
Yeah, I'm like, why are you here? But I'm also like, Meredith, you heard what she said. You got to either say something now or respect you. I mean, ultimately, you have nothing to say because you don't own this woman and you can't force her to do anything that she doesn't want to do. But you should just respected it and taken her word for it, because there's a lot of stuff Mary don't waver on. She's unwavering.
Drop the link, Ranting. Drop the link for Trixie's.
Oh yeah,
drop the link.
Mary. And in the meantime, Mary asks them to go to Starbucks, take her to Starbucks. Like,
Mary is funny. Oh my God, she is the weirdest person.
When she makes you laugh and be like, "What the heck?" on one hand, and then immediately following, it's like,
"What the hell?"
Like, you're like, girl, why'd you come? But then you're also like laughing. So honestly, and I may mention this before, and that I wanted to bring this up later. I want her to like just be like a big brother or something, and just kind of like, I want her voice to just come out of somewhere, or have like a blank screen, and then she'll just pop up like and be like, say and get Whitney together or say this funny thing or something. Like I don't want her to actually be there.
So you want a hologram like they thought that she was.
Yeah. Yeah, that's actually fine. So she can like pop in and out, but she doesn't need to be there 24.
Right.
Like
The hologram won't be there.
I don't want to participate. So just come in, get them together real quick on the mic, and then disappear. Like it'll be like, whoa, we don't know when she's gonna pop up.
Oh, so basically you want her to narrate.
Yeah, or like like it's like you're sitting in your backyard and then like the neighbor who like pops their head over and gets you together and then goes back. Like she just needs to pop in and out. Like which I get. That's what happens when you're a friend of. So of course she's not here 24/7, but in this episode, like she didn't participate at all. So it's really like, girl, what?
Why are you here? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And apparently I heard that they're like the ladies, or at least Heather, is kind of abreast to the whole point of Mary being there because Mary doesn't need the show, but the show needs Mary in so many words to a lot of people. So but Heather, I guess she went on Watch What Happens Live right after this episode, and kind of her language was kind of like, yeah, we know that the show needs Mary or something like that, or knowing that Mary gets away with not having to participate and stuff like this because the show needs her. But I think Heather feels some type of way about that. Again, y'all, this is what I heard. This is not like
I have it on tape still. I didn't watch them, but I have it on tape still.
This is the type of vibe that is being felt amongst them. But I just wanted to throw that in there. Afterwards, they do the whole activity. Honestly, I don't even fully remember what the activity was, y'all. For real.
I'll tell you what it was. They basically threw some balls out, threw some hula hoops out, made a big ass square. You blindfold one person, the other person tells you what to do. You're not really supposed to step on the balls, but if you do, whatever. But so they let them do that. Whoever gets all the way across through the obstacle is the winner. The winner of what? The winner of making your friendship trying to work better. Yes. And that surprisingly, Heather and Angie did well. Go.
Yeah, and I think Heather even made mention at this point, like they were kind of, doing whatever, and they were kind of having fun with it. And I think Heather even said that she was having fun with Angie in this moment. So
she did absolutely say that.
Kind of means, I guess you could say, an ounce and a teensy bit that there might be a future for that friendship or whatever. Yeah, I saw that too. Also, because if you look at everybody else's, who else is in conflict right now? Is Monica is not really feeling
Whitney and Lisa. I mean, Whitney and Meredith.
Monica feels away towards Lisa right now, and she also. My husband is out. If I could flip this camera around right now. Sorry, y'all. I just looked. I looked up, and I'm like, why is there a drone right above my head? Like, I just seen a drone out of nowhere. This
man husband is playing with his birthday gift.
Have freaking at it. No wonder he asked me what I was doing. He probably wanted to go fly by the beach. Oh, I'll make it up to him. That would have been fun though, because I could have got pizza. Anyway, y'all. Like I was saying, it's Monica got stuff going on with Lisa, and she got less stuff going on with Angie, and then it's Meredith and Angie, and then it's kind of Whitney and Meredith, and then it's kind of Whitney and Heather trying to rebuild. Like, so I think out of all of these broken friendships, I think that there hasn't been, well, the whole them possibly doing some little sexual things or whatnot. Jen and Angie, that whole rumor or whatever, or not Jen and Angie, Jen and Heather from last season. I don't really think there's been so much damage done to the point beyond repair with them. I think that they could possibly get back on good terms and, have a good stable friendship in like a season or two. But when you're talking about people like Whitney and Mary, where there's been a substantial amount of damage done, I don't really think that there's any repairing that type of thing. So we'll see, y'all.
Right.
Again, they all go back to the motel, and Whitney officially decides to take it on over. I forget what Meredith said, but Whitney was like,
actually, okay. Meredith, I'm sorry to cut you off, sister. Meredith actually had said a little bit. I don't know if it was in a confessional. I think she said in the confessional, I don't really know what I'm gonna do right now. And then even at the table, somebody asked what were they were about to do, and she kind of had gave that sigh like, And then we go to the confessional where she says, yeah, I really don't know what I was gonna do at that time. And then Whitney kind of gave her an out. So I'm like, why are you upset about it? She actually gonna give you an out. But go ahead. I just want to say that part.
No, I feel you on that one. Whitney officially takes over, and she lets them know that Trixie's coming over to assist with a drag-inspired makeup competition. I would have been, oh my God, I would have flew in that house so fast. I would have been so excited. Guess who's not that excited? Lisa, because they have to wipe all their makeup off, wash your face, and they have to do their own makeup and get into their best attempt at getting into drag. And Lisa begins to have a meltdown. She is extremely upset because she purposely flew her glam out. She gets glam to go to the grocery store. She gets glam to go to the trash can. Well, she probably don't go to the trash can, but
she gets glam
to drive through with McDonald's. She gets glam from head to toe. She's not letting nobody see her without a beat face. If that's your thing, that's your thing. I'm not hating on it. Y'all know I love makeup, so I get it.
Love. Love is an understatement, sister. Matter of fact, when you come out here for my birthday, can you bring me something? No.
Maybe you never know. You never know. I like to show up with gifts. I do like to show up with gifts, y'all. But
my birthday's in 18 days. Never mind.
That's so crazy. This year went by fast.
Didn't it though? You know why? Because we had a ball. Because we had fun. We had fun.
We need to have a year recap, just talking about stuff that happened this year and where we want to go.
Yeah, because we had a ball, and then
that was our first.
Yes,
it's not
go ahead.
That was like our first time really, fostering such a unbreakable. Yes. But Lisa, she's extremely upset. She pays $60,000 a year on glam. She paid Morgan, her makeup artist, $2,500 plus her flight there to do her makeup. Like, she doesn't do that. Like, no, like, she has a set thing that she likes to do and how she does it, and she don't want nobody messing with that. To a degree, I get it.
Right.
Okay. Woo. Sorry, y'all. I keep getting all these messages. Like, this is.
I know. I understand.
I love having Apple products to the point of like all my devices talk and whatnot. So if my phone's not right here, I can do it on the. But you start to get like I literally have. I want to watch. I have my phone. I have my iPad right here and my computer. That's 4 different things. So it keeps messing with me, y'all. But anyway, again, I get it. Monica is like, girl, you are Veruca from Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, which was one of my favorite movies as a kid. I might watch it tonight. And I get it. I get it. On one hand, I can see how it's like, girl, this is just, you can't even just bring it on down, just have a little fun. This is girls trip after all. This is, this is supposed to be fun. Like, is it that serious? But on the other hand, there's certain things, especially if you may be not so confident or, you want to be seen at your best, get my best angles all the time. If you are that type of person, then that's the type of person you are. That's like me. I know I take a certain amount of time to get ready when I'm going out or whatever. Therefore, I set aside that amount of time to get ready and that'll keep me to where I'm feeling my best when I go out and stuff like that. Like, so I get it, but I think that it was going over, like some people were getting it, some people for the most part weren't. But again, regardless, it was still kind of bad timing because they were literally in the midst of doing all this. Trixie arrives, Lisa's still having a meltdown, and Whitney, of course, informs her like what happened. And finally, all the ladies get ready, and Trixie is there to hand out 45-pound wigs and such. Get the girls together, and I was like, yes, okay, I'm excited for this. Really, really excited. And the first person that we see come on out, y'all, is none other than freaking Whitney Rose as Little Girl. And
she like a Barbie doll though, right there. Oh my god, it's crazy.
Yeah,
she looks just like a Barbie doll. She look plastic as, and I'm not saying it in a mean way. I'm saying it like that could be a costume girl. You could be a straight Barbie. Put yourself in a box with a Barbie, in like a box that says Barbie. Make it, create it, and then that could be your Halloween costume.
It was fun. It was cool.
Killing it. I love it.
I think she did a pretty good job.
She did an excellent job.
The next person that we saw, which y'all, okay, can I just say that, oh boy, one of the quickest ways to piss me off is to do the whole Jersey. I'm from New Jersey, if y'all didn't know, is to do the whole Jersey Shore thing, because when I tell you guys I'm not from the shore, the entire, like, we don't even think about South Jersey and the Jersey Shore as the representation of the state. But whatever, this was for competitions and fun. This is all done in fun, so I'm not going to get triggered by that. Anyway, now we're going to get on into Jersey Mariah. It was given more Staten Island, if you ask me, but okay. And she took it very, very serious as well. Can't hate on that. The next person that we saw after that, what? Oh, wait, no. Was it? Wait, was it? No, we got Anita Invite.
What you think about her? What you think?
I mean, no, I honestly,
she showed up.
Yeah.
I didn't like the green. I didn't like the green hair.
I didn't mind it, but I would have.
I didn't mind it, but I didn't like it. That's all. Because it didn't get big enough. It gave me her hair green. It gave me her hair green. That's what it gave me.
Curly big hair, or she could even did like a teased it and then did like a flip.
Yeah, I just feel like it's her same.
There's no life.
But she looks good. Body amazing.
That looks like a regular wig.
Oh, mama.
Yeah. And then we got Dolly's Pride.
I think she nailed it.
That's a big wig.
She nailed it. I love the skirt. I love the purse with the skirt. I love that she put the white choker on with the white. Even without the jacket, is cute. I love that the jacket is on because it's giving me 50 vibes. The bigger, the better when it comes to drag. So that big old hair is just, it's killing it for me. I love it.
Again, couldn't knock it at all. That was a cool kind of name. Like it.
Yeah, it made sense. It made sense.
And then y'all, the next person we got is Meredith as Meredith. Yeah, this is pretty much consistent. We always see Meredith with like a blazer type of thing vibe. I actually really like it, but is this what the did she do what she was supposed to do? Like, is it giving what it was supposed to have gave? No, it was not. This is a straight up fail, if you ask me. And they were all like, girl, what? She's like, oh, well, I tried. I really did. And who do we get after her? Freaking Lisa. Lisa as Lisa. If you ask me, this is Lisa as Lisa with slightly more colorful makeup. Like, that's literally it. She also cheated because she got help from her makeup artist still, which I'm like, okay, you know what? Just forget it. You just don't get it. So whatever. And the final person we got is Mary as Mary. Did we really?
Wig is jamming though. I like her wig.
Yeah, I mean, it was a cool little outfit. She put on her tallest heels on purpose. But again,
that's what she did. She tried to give us a chunky shoe, which I appreciate Mary for doing that.
This is what we were given, y'all. This is the final.
Meredith, yeah. I would have flipped it around. I would have thought that she would have had a pantsuit on. I don't know why, but I just feel like it's goth, it's black, it's She's going almost to a funeral. She's like mourning something. It's not even vibrant. Everything around her is pink, blue, bright, just vibrant. And I'm not talking about the ladies. I'm talking about where she is staying. So when you
I wouldn't even been in my ward. Like I wouldn't have had that in my luggage. Like
no, because you know you are going about to be around, at least in your own motel where you're staying at. It's a drag queen space. So for you to come out in all black, it's like, girl, are you Morticia? Girl, is you trying to be
Wednesday.
huh?
I said Wednesday. I mean, I'm all
Wednesday, Elvira, anything that looks dark. Give me the monster. I can't even think of is her name Marsha? I can't even think of the girl, the lady from the Monster. Any of them.
I love color, but I mean, y'all, I do love all black. I like black looks.
Yeah,
neutrals. But for this, like, I'm sure you had to have a more fun sundress or something. Like, I don't know. Like, it just was it was just random. But again, I mean, I think that it's telling of Meredith, although this wasn't her event, this still technically was her trip. So it's like,
oh, that's what she did. I forgot. It's not her event. This was her being subliminal. Thank you. I was trying to figure it out. You just gave me the out. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm assuming
very subliminal.
Because you should have participated any other time. But y'all, Trixie goes ahead and crowns Monica the winner. And she's really, really, she's very receptive to this and very happy because she's at such a fractured point in her life that it's just nice to be a recipient of something from someone who has such high levels of confidence, self-confidence, and all that good stuff. So I mean, okay, I get it. Can't even fault her for that. That's cool. It made her feel good. That's fun. That's cool. And directly after that, they retreat inside for a little refreshment real quick. Mary's still really grumpy. I think was this when she was like, well, no one's been talking to me or no one's been saying anything or whatever. And Lisa was like, well, come over here or whatever. And she was like, no, now take.
You can't win or lose with that shit. You can't win for losing with her. You damned if you do, you damned if you don't.
I was just like, what? Come on now. Literally, that's what I was thinking. I'm like, you can, and that's what it is too for me. And people like that, although this is for he ha-has, this is reality, whatever. So it's not real. People like that in my real life irritate me when they just are very insatiable. If you're an insatiable person, like, I stay over there. Like, we're just always got something to moan about or something. Like, it's just, they're never satisfied. And this is coming from somebody who, I might talk junk or complain here and there, but like, I try not to be someone who's just insatiable. Like, that's exhausting. Whatever.
Right.
Afterwards, Whitney tells them to be ready in 10 minutes and they're about to go out or whatever. Monica, Angie K, and Whitney are talking about how the other ladies are wet noodles pretty much because they didn't participate. Monica then begins to call Lisa insecure, which I feel like that's a naive, like, it's 2023. And I feel like that was a naive thing to say because just because someone, and it's not because I just love makeup, but just because I know how the world works at my age by this point, I just felt like that was kind of just stupid to say that she was insecure because you want to, it's not weird to want to show your best side of you, especially on national TV. And I know a lot of people that have different, like, you don't know, she might have some type of issues or whatever that she don't like to be seen like that or whatever. She might have like super
anxiety.
Or I know people who have frequent acne, a lot of bad acne scars or really bad circles under their eyes or different stuff. So you don't know. Like,
yeah.
Like, you don't know what she got going on. But to say that someone is insecure because they don't want to show, their bare face or whatever, like you don't know. I just thought that was just like
Yeah, because I don't have no eyebrows. I mean, they're very, very light. I've been arching them forever, so I do my eyebrows. I would love to get them microbladed, so that when I get in a pool, they don't draw off or come off. So I get that, and I get that, and I felt like production was being a little shady because they ended up showing her getting prepared for her makeup artist, and her makeup artist said to her, "Oh, you need to take all the makeup off underneath your eyes." And I don't know if she did at that point, but when they pan back over to her, and no disrespect, Lisa, but she had crow feet that was there for.
I've been.
Whoa!
I didn't.
And
Did she did something happen since the season's been off or something? Because I'm not trying to be like, we age, y'all. I get it, but it looks so. She just when she was at the table, it was like she looked very.
I was like, okay, now I see why she's paying $2,500 to get makeup done. And then she said, and then I have to fly her in. I said, wait a minute, the $2,500 is not with the fly in, girl. You crazy? Okay, you crazy. But the makeup. So when I see Lisa out, and when she was like, I am in drag or whatever, when they show her in her outfit, looks great. She does look beautiful. Girl, I've never seen no crow's feet on her around her eyes. I said that makeup artist is pinning it back, or I don't even know.
I don't know, because like she doesn't look like she. And if that's what makes her feel good, then that's what makes her feel. Just like if we were doing something and you were like, "Oh man, I don't have my eyebrows on," and you felt away about that.
Usually, if I go get my makeup done, I want to do my own eyebrows. It's not to say they don't know what they're doing. I've just been doing my eyebrows so long, and I don't get it right every time. Me and mates talk about that all the time.
Eyebrows are supposed to be sisters, not twins. It's totally.
Yeah, exactly. Me and Mace had that. Shout out to Mace Monroe. Please follow her at the Mace Monroe Show and the Shady and May Show. That's my other sister. So sweet, so born. Got all the remedies for everything. But I said it to say, I don't mind. I'm around my family. I don't particularly have to have eyebrows on, but do I want to walk out in public like that? No. Have I? Yes. Do I feel more comfortable with them on? Yes, absolutely. And when sometimes I forget that I don't have them on, draw my eyebrows on, and go out and be like, and come back in like, oh shoot, I ain't even draw my eyebrows on. I be looking like, dang, because I got gray eyebrows. The little bit of eyebrows I do have, there's some are gray, and then some are the color of my eyebrows. They're really fine. I have them. I be like, oh, I look like my auntie Whoopi Goldberg. I'm about to just take them all off. I just want to take them all off. But my husband sees me like this, and I feel like if my husband sees me and loves me like this, bitch, you think I care what you think? I don't. So I have been out without them on, and when I say without them on, without me drawing them on, or got up and thought they was just okay enough for me to be like, okay, I'm about to go take my son to school, brush my teeth, and I'll come back and wash my face. But the eyebrows that's on there, they might not be perfect, but they're on there. But I agree with you, Bart. I think when it came to that part of it, you're okay to say you want your own makeup artist to do your makeup. The problem I'm having is that you had your makeup artist make you up like yourself. Okay. And Meredith, you take an initiative to about, I did my own makeup, and well, then maybe you should have had an artist help you. Y'all are both arguing two different things.
It's about the effort of it all. It's about wanting to be a participant. Like, it's one thing if you don't want to be like, they weren't trying to be cooperative.
Lisa wasn't. Well, we understand why Lisa wasn't. She looked like a whole weirdo the night before, and she was a team player, and we got that. She was a fortune-telling, gypsy skirt, swimsuit wearing person.
Yeah, so that's why I don't fault her for being like,
I ain't faulting her either.
Okay, y'all.
But I feel like if you want to wear your cute outfit, then you should have been over the top with gold makeup on with your gold shoes on. Like it should have been over the top. One of your eyes should have been like swah, like take that gold and like somebody went like this and grabbed your face with it, and then throw a little wig on. It wouldn't have took much. I'm not saying you had to go all the way hard. Wear your own clothes, glam from here up. From here up,
Like,
you could have been dress queen.
or if you didn't even do regular makeup, if you stuck some if you rhinestoned your freaking eyebrows out, or just something just so that you kind of
drag queen it, rhinestones, whatever it takes, whatever it took to make your neck up be that. That's all I'm saying.
God, that sounds like so fun, so much fun. I'm
It does.
For them because they didn't even take advantage of the opportunity. But
period. And you with Trixie, and Trixie is the one that's judging you. Please, I would have killed. I would have been like Monica. I'd have came out with something extra to make Trixie know I love you, I like you. We got it going on. This is what I'm coming for their throat. I'm putting my foot on their necks. That's what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm. I'm right there with you. So Lisa, who other than Lisa comes and sits down and is like, what are we talking about? You, obviously. The dramatic irony in that was just too much. Reality shows, man, reality shows. And they're just kind of like, okay, let's go get in the van. And then they all hop on the Sprinter, and Lisa still wants to know, like, who was the wet noodle? What was y'all talking about? Like, huh? And Monica's like, look, so you're like so removed from, you know, most of America. Like, only like 1% of anybody lives like the population lives like you. I'm going through my own stuff. You know, I'm trying to tell you, like, you're going on and on about the ring and stuff, and I'm trying to tell you, like, you know, your boys are there, your husband is there, like, be grateful. It's just reading so tone deaf. It's just like, just lets it just all hang out. And Lisa's like, girl, and I was like, okay. Lisa's like, you know, enough is enough. I'm not going to be made to feel any type of way I don't want to feel. I work my ASS off. I'm not apologizing. I'm thoughtful. My life isn't effing perfect. And you don't know me, so don't effing judge me. And then Monica calls Lisa a POS in Portuguese because it's prettier.
It sounds better. And they don't have to bleep it on the TV. They just gotta censor what it says when they write it out. You know I'm about to be Team Monica, so you know I'm gonna give you. I know I'm not Team Monica. I'm not Team Monica. I shouldn't say that. I'm just gonna give you why she did that.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm sure, like, again, y'all, for the last episode, 2 episodes, by this point, we've been seeing it's like a pot, watching a pot boil, and like it just finally like boiled over in this moment. I wasn't surprised at all. And I'm never upset about anybody who is going to stand up for themselves. I'm also never gonna knock anybody who wants to get something off their chest. If they have something to say, then say it. Like, I respect everybody's boldness and directness, straightforwardness in this situation. But as far as Monica, like, I just think that it just gives, like, you kind of forgot what show you're on, to me at least, because I feel like you're kind of like, and it's not to say that no one shot should be the odd side or the good side or the bad side or anything like that, but you're kind of the outlier in this ensemble to me, because at the end of the day, like, it's not weird or it's not bizarre for Lisa to be up here and be making, you know, having a certain amount in her bank account or whatever to be like on this show. Like that's always kind of been consistent with what we've seen on these shows.
Housewives.
So it's kind of like, oh, okay. However, going back to if you are kind of more annoyed by the amount of times, because okay, cool. Someone keeps saying $6,000 ring, you can't afford. You can only afford $100 ring, like you said. I get it. It's kind of like maybe to you because you may have. Also, she didn't say in great detail like a certain way that she was living before she got divorced or anything like that, but the way she made it seem like obviously in her situation we can deduce by what she said that her husband was 100% financially supporting her when they were married or whatever. So obviously since they're not together anymore, I'm sure some things like as we've seen before when she was doing her own packaging and different stuff, like she's had to fully fund her lifestyle now. So that can, of course, kind of throw somebody off who's not been doing that for a while. Like, I get it. But so it probably is at the forefront of her mind, kind of a lot of times, finances, and especially like being in this group. And it's kind of like, okay, like you might to a degree feel a little like, okay, well, crap, I hope we don't pull up to this place because we can't really afford this. Or I hope, you know, so I get how money can constantly be a looming thing if you're the one who doesn't have as much, or if you're the one that has a lot, and then the rest. I can understand there's a different financial dynamic in the group as it pertains to her and everybody else, I guess. But it was just like, girl, like, what is like this? I don't know. I just didn't find it that weird. And maybe too, it's because I rightly soft a lot of times because she just be talking and saying whatever, and I just be like, whatever. So maybe I didn't feel like it was that many times, or I didn't really hone in on it because again, we're watching the show for commentary purposes, entertainment purposes, or whatever. But so that has to be different when you're actually living real life right next to the person that's actually happening. So maybe it's more annoying, but still, I was just like, girl, you stop, Lisa. I mean, awareness is never a bad thing. Like, I'm not saying that you shouldn't kind of maybe double think, triple think again before you open your mouth or, you know, whatever. You should still be, you know, receptive to others' feelings, of course, because everyone's entitled to feel how they feel. But I just, ultimately, I was like, Monica, you're it's like,
I feel like Monica was doing a lot, and I feel like she forgot that you was trying to check Angie last night, just last night, trying to tell her how you talking, and she was like, Angie, stop talking like, oh my God, Angie, no, and then you're trying to run and do the same dang on thing, if not worse. So it's like, girl, this is weird. Like, this is Twilight Zone shit, and I don't like it. Don't put me in the middle of stuff that I don't need to be in the middle of, meaning the viewer. When you are a zip down fool and you want us to be sympathetic to you being a zip down fool, when I'm not about to be sympathetic to you looking like a fool. And that's what she looked like to me.
Like our cousin said, to me, some housewives have more than others. If you have a problem with that, it's a personal problem. Like, yeah, you can't.
It's a very PP for me.
Like, you're mad at her for being rich or, you know, having a certain amount or something like that. At the end of the day, like, that's just her situation and how she chooses to express it or whatever. The minute that she starts coming like, oh, calling you a broke bee, or, you know, being like, ew, look at your shoes, like you can't sit with us, like some mean girl stuff, then that's a different story. But if she's just bitching about her own stuff, then I mean, that's just what it is.
That's like you said, it's a PP, it's a personal problem. That's what we call them.
And Lisa was like, nope, I'm not having it. And I was like, oh. But who but Angie then chimes in to be, you know,
spokesperson.
She wants to say. And Monica's like, hold up. So what you're gonna keep doing is you live up her ASS, so you stay there. I was like, oh, okay.
I was like, oh.
I mean, yeah. Saying anything though, so yeah, Angie, you probably shouldn't have just been quiet, especially because you already know that you and Monica have been kind of not seeing eye to eye completely on this trip anyway. If I was her, I just would have been quiet. But she needs to be heard and seen, and she needs to solidify her spot for the next season anyway. So of course she's gonna jump in any fires that she sees that can get her a spot solidified next season. She's jumping in them. So I wasn't confused.
Right.
Oh my God, what is this? People are so freaking weird, y'all.
I know what you doing.
They're just whatever.
Man, I can't wait because there's gonna be a whole combo. But let's go.
Yeah, we got like a couple more bullets, y'all. Thank y'all. Shout out to y'all for hanging with us because
we had 4 episodes.
A long one. This is our dedication.
Yes, we have 4 episodes to cover. We did not want to disappoint you guys. We said we were going to do it. We kind of got a little busy, but we are back on track. Tomorrow, you guys, within the next couple of days, you guys look for us to drop tonight's episode on you guys because we will. We're going to drop it sooner.
Because we don't want to have y'all
back up. And because we go on Tuesday and the episodes come on Tuesdays, we don't want to wait a whole other week to do that. So we're trying to figure out what day we're gonna do. But in the next couple of days, look for us to drop a video for episode 5 tonight. It definitely will be here within a couple of days. I don't want to put too much on us, but it will be either tomorrow or Thursday. We will drop a live or okay. Come on, sis, tell them. Tell us, sis, tell them. But yeah, we are definitely gonna catch us. We are catching ourselves up. Tonight is an episode, and we're gonna bring you guys another episode, and then we'll be caught up, and it won't be so long-winded. We can get out what we need to get out because there's, like I said earlier in the beginning, I am very proud of this Salt Lake City franchise because they really are bringing back the fashion, the money, because that's what we like. We like the money of it. We like the fashion. We like the business, and and we like the trips. So I like that they came out the gate with a trip. Like, you gonna come out the gate with a trip? Thank you. We appreciate it.
even if it's only up the street, I'll take it. Like, we're good.
Go to Vegas. I don't care. Anything that's something that we can't just go do, or we want to do it within a month. Y'all do that stuff like, hey, we're doing a trip next what's today, Tuesday? I'm doing a trip on Friday. Really? Okay, let me see because of the way my bank account is set up. So yeah, you gotta appreciate it. You just gotta appreciate this franchise for that. So anyway, back to what's at hand and how we're almost done, y'all. We're almost done.
Sorry.
Oh yeah, you playing catch up. I see you.
So man, oh God, I need to
don't get discombobulated. We're almost done.
Mary wants to wait, what am I talking about? Oh, okay. On the sprinter, it's shots being fired all over the place.
Oh,
they finally pull up to the place. Thank God. It was a bar. It was a bar. It wasn't. They were at. It was a restaurant bar. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't remember them actually saying where they were going.
Let's just say it's a lounge. We'll say it's a lounge.
Yeah, it's nighttime. They out enjoy nightlife.
Yes.
Not everybody, because Mary says, "Hey, I'm not getting off this sprinter." Meredith, you give me the signal. You let me know if it's a go. Give me a thumbs up. If it's not, then these cheeks are planted permanently right here for the rest of the night.
Mary always looking for her out, not to be around them girls, and I'm not mad at her. She like, girl, I don't. She's having a good. What's funny is that everywhere they go, she's with the girls, and she's looking how catty and what's going on. If I was Mary, I'd be like, girl, I'm not about to.
That's probably what it is too. It's probably like maybe if they stop arguing on their way there, maybe she'll.
She may.
Like
she's like, girl, please, I don't have that kind of time, energy, or none of that.
I can't even blame her though. Sometimes, like in this case, I guess I can't really blame her. Like I said, if you're not going to participate at all, though, you can stay home. But in this case, because I would do that in my regular life, like I censor the places I go in my regular life as a regular person at my age. Like, oh, too much going on over there. All right, I'll stay here. Like, what? Huh? I hear chairs being thrown in the background. Oh no, I'm staying home. Like, I could get that for free in other places. Like, I am good. Like, no.
Right.
Nerves for that. So the argument continues inside. Monica and Lisa are still trying to go back and forth with everything. And again, Monica's not seeing anything wrong with calling her a POS in Portuguese, so whatever. And they're just not going to see eye to eye on this matter at this point, in my opinion. By the way, Heather's not drinking tonight, thank God. Whitney tells Meredith.
Hey, look, Barb, the smell of liquor right now on her. She's like, girl, get that away from me.
Passing like a drink or a shot to Angie. Because it's like Lisa and Monica over here at this bar. Then it was Whitney, Meredith, Heather, and Angie K over here, and Angie, Mary on the bus. So they're over here having their freaking argument part 2, and then the 4 of them are over here. And what occurs over here is that Whitney tells Meredith how she really feels about her lack of participation in the freaking the event, the previous drag makeup challenge event. And she's like, you're the host, you should have been doing more. And y'all, Meredith does the exact thing that Whitney is telling her she does. She literally starts to say how
deflect
shooting. She's had a shooting headache for the past 2 days. She wasn't about to put a 30-pound wig on. Like, it was not going to happen. Trixie never said that they had to wear the wig or had to do this or that or whatever. So
right.
Did participate, and Whitney's like, you're kind of doing it right here, like, where you talk
here
about.
We go again. That's the word you look for. Here we go again. Go.
Your sister's cousin, nephew, whatever. And when Whitney said that, Meredith literally was no holds barred.
Outdone.
She was like, how don't you dare. Like, she was, when I tell y'all, she was so upset.
Oh Lord. Oh my God.
You guys say anything to me? How dare you guys try to use that? Or how dare you try to use that and weaponize it against me? Like, you're done. You are so done with me. Y'all, simultaneously, Mary is telling
she looked pretty right there. That's a good pick.
Yes, and that ring looks so nice on her hand.
Yes, because it's like turquoise. Yeah.
I thought it was just a diamond. Isn't that her wedding?
A diamond? Ooh, that means the color of the blue, the purple light is keeping it up.
It just looks
whatever. It looks pretty. It looks pretty. She looked pretty right there. She looked young and pretty right there.
Mm-hmm. So she's pulling up
her nuggets.
She's getting her a fish fillet. She's getting nuggets. She's getting a little fry. She's getting it all. She's getting it all. Like, I used to love fish fillets. Anyway,
I do.
If I had to go,
when I go to McDonald's, when I saw you eat with them sometimes, that's what I'm ordering. A filet fish with extra cheese.
I'm ordering it with extra cheese.
Oh, I ain't mad at you, sis, because they only give you
tartar. I don't eat tartar
slice of cheese. They don't give you a whole slice of cheese.
Yeah, they always put it on there all like if y'all no, we're not doing
it's a rectangle. We got a square fillet, but they gave you a rectangle of
and it'd be half off of it. So
yeah.
Give me do.
And if you want it fresh, you always want to say something like that. Extra cheese, extra pickles, extra tartar sauce, because they're not gonna take filet of fish that's made and dump it unless they are managed by an idiot. So with that being said, they will freshly make your food when you do that.
I've never freaking when I worked at Burger King.
I worked at McDonald's.
I wish we've never used to do that. Like we would make.
We didn't. That's what I said. Bad managing team. They will be funny and trying to be funny and hang out with their subordinates, people under them, trying to be fun and hang out. That ain't it. Anywho, them heifers would argue too much for me and I to run around. What?
Okay.
Right. Okay, girl.
Let me know.
Don't leave us. Don't leave us.
For real. I don't like to drive, but I will get in the car. I will drive there. But yeah, I'm just like you're not getting it, Meredith, and it's making it like although I don't want to side with Whitney, I really don't. Like you're making it a little bit of an easy target right now because why are you bringing up this whole thing? / you were drinking drinks, doing activities and all this type of stuff, and you did not say nothing about a headache. And I get it. Some people don't
For
always
2 days? I mean,
I just talk too much when I'm with people that I'm having like fun with that would have came out. Like I would have been doing something, or you'd have seen me taking an ibuprofen. I don't know. Like I would have been doing something and that would have came out, not waited 2 whole days in the middle of a conflict for me to divulge that. Like it's too coincidental.
Right.
Yes, that's how I feel too. I could even admit to fully siding with Whitney on this had she not did all that other stuff.
Whitney is making it difficult. She was my favorite, for real. Like Whitney was my favorite, Heather was my favorite, and then everybody else kind of fell behind them. And then, maybe third season when Heather was all in Jen's behind problem. And then Whitney trying to figure out what she's trying to do and had her husband's job taken away from him for bullshit she's doing on the show. Yeah, I was like, no, that's not it. Now, everything happened for a reason. He's in a better space, but at that time, that made me look at Whitney like, look, you need to calm down. Your immaturity and just you are with your husband is of a particular age, so don't do that. Like bring it up. Don't bring it down. Bring it up a little bit. You need to get closer to his age. Don't come down. So I'm sorry.
She irritates me when she does that.
When she acts like immature, I don't like it. I want you to be like my sister right here. I need you to be like her. This girl ain't even in her 30s, and the maturity level is like through the roof. So that's what I'm looking for in her.
There's no incentive to be mature though in this type of show, like because there's a certain select amount of viewers that like that type of stuff. So she gonna keep doing it, unfortunately. But when it comes out to continue to bite her in the face, when stuff like when Mary's around, then it is what it is. Oh well, you should be quiet. So Monica makes reference to Jen when her and Lisa or Angie when Angie is going back and forth, when Angie kind of gets the finger, because the finger's going a little bit, and that is
a little bit
a characteristic of Jen Shaw. And I have to side kind of with Angie on this one too, because I'm not saying that Monica was getting, I'm not saying at all that Monica was getting down the way Jen was getting down or anything like that. Or I don't know their dynamic because we did not see that. We only know what Monica tells us, but it does kind of seem kind of the way that the angle that she's taking when she speaks on Jen and stuff is kind of like, yeah, she does kind of, I don't know. It's weird. She's kind of like flip-flopping a little bit to the point of it making her look weird in the situation. I don't know how to say it. And Angie clocked that too. That's all I have. I don't think that we got any type of resolution, but they finally get back on the bus where they're like, Mary, you ain't here eating McDonald's? Like, we still
I'm jealous. I'm jelly to the mofo.
Yeah. And Mary's like, y'all, our flight leaves at 12. They
Wait, Ranton, you thought that Monica snitched Jen out? Well, I know this much. She did offer Monica a 6-figure salary just to write her name on X, Y, and Z, if we not mistaken, correct? So, I mean, yeah, rotation sounds like rotation. And she says she testified in this trial. She know a lot more than what we expect, and that includes the girls, and how even with this way, did we even get to this where she said, Monica says, I don't even know who she's talking to, but she says, yeah, or she might have been in a confessional. She says, oh, I think it was a confessional. She says, Jen never said nothing nice about Heather.
But she never said anything nice about it. I wrote that
down. But she never said nothing nice about anybody.
But so I was kind of like, I don't know why. That's what I'm saying. Like she says, I don't know. She's trying to be weird. I feel like
fit in, getting where she fit in. You don't
like
probably, this.
Probably don't even have nothing real to say. Like, no, okay, she probably does, but she just needs to tailor the stuff she says. Yeah.
Thank you for your speak, lady.
I'm trying to get in, trying to be like all, come off all cool. Like, yeah, I knew you were hurt, and I was, I was aware of this and that, and like, ooh, like using that to appear cooler. But really, it's like, you just are weird. And that is why that lady's behind bars, I guess.
Pretty much. And the fact that Monica got a friend that's in the Secret Service that told her.
That I believe, because
I do too. That's why I was just like, ooh, you girl, you got a lot of information.
Just told her like that. I mean, I guess. I mean, I don't know how close or whatever. But that being something that could really happen, because they know that type of stuff. So the likelihood of that type of thing happening is likely, because they have.
Is that the end of the episode?
Pretty much. That's all I have.
So tonight we will be finding out the big secret that got Angie's name in it. We should find that out tonight, because there is a big secret that's brewing that is got everybody on edge, and it has to do with Angie.
I'm excited to hear it.
Me too. I want to hear it. I want my mouth to go. Y'all, look here.
Yep, y'all.
We really appreciate you guys rocking with us tonight. If you not have done so, please subscribe to Barb and my channel, Barb Meets World, California Cutie. Please subscribe to our channels. We are separate, but we are together. We make up the Coastal Critiques. And we are coming to you guys live every week. We are going to switch up our days for Salt Lake City, because Salt Lake City comes on Tuesdays, and we want to come to you guys not a week behind. So look for us to post in our social medias on both our pages, which we always do, to find out when we are going to go live again. We are going to put out episode 5 within the next couple of days, so check for that. And make sure you hit like, subscribe, notification on all for both of our channels. Anything you want to say, sis?
No, that's pretty much everything. Like you said, gonna try to play around with the schedule and get it to where we can get y'all this content before the next episode is about to immediately come out.
Right.
Waiting, so definitely stay tuned for that. And again,
I have two announcements right before we get off.
Go ahead.
One is look for oh my gosh, I'm sorry, I just drew a blank. Look for us to be back on Nola Reach channel for All Messy Night Court. We are starting that back up. Probably I feel like it's gonna be next week. If not in the next 2 weeks, we're supposed to start this month. So we're gonna be starting up our Messy Night Court again and putting people's we are prosecuting people that need to be prosecuted, y'all. And then for myself, my original black tea. Oh, thank you, Ranting. It will be bi-weekly, so I feel like it's going to be next week, which is the second week, and the last week of the month. So it'll be every other week. We're going to do Messy Night Court, and then I also going back to my original content with my black tea family, which will be Sunday Brunch with Black Tea. We will come to you guys once a month in the beginning of the month on Sundays. And I'm not going to tell y'all. I'm going to tell y'all is stay tuned. It's going to be different than what you probably see on YouTube. We're going to add some little different flavor, which I'm really excited about. If you guys have not subscribed to that channel, it's Sunday Brunch with Black Tea. Subscribe to that. We are about to do some real good things. It's all about promoting Black businesses, about managing and owning businesses, all businesses, but we do highlight Black businesses. And we started that in 2018. So please go check us out and we'll be back. So just some things to look forward to. And then, of course, the Coastal Critiques. We doing our thing.
We sure are, y'all. So stay tuned for all of that on the respective channels. And
don't forget about the World of Reads. If y'all don't, make sure you guys tune into anything that's the World of Reads. That will be Barb and Nola together. Them two together are a mess. The last thing that they did, if you guys need to go back, is on both of their channels. They did the Potomac, because Housewives of Potomac will be coming up, and they talked about the trailer. So you guys go, make sure you guys hit. Oh, thank you, Ranting. Ranting put in Black Tea, Sunday Brunch with Black Tea. So you can click the link. Ranting, thank you. I love you so much for doing that. I really appreciate that. But on top of that, like I said, the World of Reads, go check their Potomac review out. It's for the trailer, you know, and the looks and things, and you know, Nola Reads. It's messy, and you know that Barb is messier. Oh no, not for real. No, they both good. They're both good. Me, moi, no, they're both good. So just check out their latest their latest World of Reads panel, because that's what they do. Okay, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all do that. Make sure you guys got your notification buttons on all for both of us, all of us. Ranting with Ricardo, Nola Reads, myself, Bart Meets World, House of Princess, all of us. We be in the same gang. That's what we do.
Yes, y'all, you heard it. So make sure you were subscribed to all of the above. And again, let's keep the conversation going in the comments. But yeah, we will see y'all in the next one. Bye.